Welcome to the CrashOut.
Yo, what's good? We are back. You know what time it is? It is Wednesday. We are back with the CrashOut podcast, episode 81.
Damn.
Let's get it. Man, not gonna lie, y'all. We are happy to be back. Unfortunately, not too much topics or too much has happened from this week to last week. So this is definitely gonna be on the shorter side, but fortunately, it's always a blast whenever the guys get together. So you already know it's gonna be a lit episode as always, and shit gonna be lit. You already know they call me Nano_Blaster, but you call me Nano. Mr. Sammy Namikaze, what's good? Malik So Suave.
Oh, shout out to Starmondo. I was racing with him in some Forza 6 today. I didn't even know. We just happened to be in the same match. And I was like, hold on, Starmondo. No. Obviously, I finished above him, but, it was good to see him.
He had to add that real quick, though. He had to add that real quick.
The receipts, too. I was shocked to see him in my lobby, but, yeah. It was good. We was in a Ferrari event together, and I was like, shit, is that
Ferrari?
Yep. It was crazy. I don't know if he was streaming. I didn't check, but I was just doing my weeklies for the season for Forza Horizon 6, and I saw him in the same event as me in the Ferrari race. And I was like, shit, that's Armando from Speedstorm. We was on the same team. It was 6v6.
Okay.
Shout out to Starmondo, man.
Yes, sir.
Hey, when Galactic Racer come out, that's gonna be damn, that's Caleb Black Flash. Damn, he spoke to me.
Yeah, I can pull up the image. I'm gonna send it to y'all so y'all can see it. Maybe Angel can show it on the pod.
You really want to show the fact that you beat Starmondo?
No, I'm just showing y'all the.
Oh, okay. I was about to say. But shout out Mr. Malik, man.
Thank you, Mikhail.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy.
Mr. Caleb, man, what's going on with you?
Yo, what's good? It's Caleb Black Flash in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do what I can. But no, it's good to be back for another episode. I know Xbox. I've been on my Marvel Rival shit. I was my fighting. I had a good weekend with the freaking I've been on my Marvel shit, whether it's playing the betas,
like Marvel Token, or
Marvel Token, Marvel Rivals. So I've been enjoying the Marvel franchise, but it's good to be back. Yeah, like I said, man, catch you when Galactic Racer comes out, man. All them people, they gonna be like, damn, is that Kayla? I will come out, is that Kayla? Oh, ain't from Speedstorm? Yeah, nigga, I'm here. Like, all right, like, what's his name? All my, I am here. But, yo. It's good to be here, Who we got next? Introduce himself on the podcast.
Mr. Angel, man. Mr. Angel Cortez. What's good, man?
Yo. Poppy of Speedstorm.
Angel Cortez.
It's here with another podcast with the homies. You already know. We got a nice little podcast for you guys. Short but sweet. Not much gaming news, but you were gonna have your dry spells, and you're gonna have your crazy spells. So.
And you on a dry spell?
We had an interesting weekend, guys, so we're definitely not gonna talk about it, but I'm excited to be here with another podcast. We had a great division weekend too, by the way. We're gonna be talking about that as well. And without further ado, let's get this podcast started. Welcome to the CrashOut.
Welcome to the CrashOut. Put your seatbelt on me, cause we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, you getting thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets full covering the drama. We talking about your mama. We smoking on the ganja. We drifting in the Honda. We turning up with Sammy. One wingers with the family. Black flash jamming like a lammy. Nano always understanding. Yeah. Welcome to the crash out. Put your seatbelt on because we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, to get thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out. Welcome to the crash out. Put your seatbelt on because we about to lash out. If you hating on the crew, to get thrashed out. Man, we going so fast, we about to pass out. Pockets for the gamers, man, it's time to ride out.
All right, all right. All right, we here, we back. Oh, there we go. Let me go ahead and I guess if I just I also finish off with the Speedstorm talk first, huh? I'll get it out the way, right?
Yeah, man, what's going on with the Speedstorm world, man?
Well, I will say in Speedstorm, they just got done with the first week of divisions with it being involved within the official Discord and them getting active and what's it called? So yeah, we had some matches this week. One of the matches was Angel's new team versus Wolf's new team, and we every season Wolf got a super strong team that seems like nobody can beat, but seems like this season Angel put something together, man. So it's it was a good match, but I think Angel might be the season where he gets his dub. But I guess let's get into it, man. Let's see what the matchups for this week were.
No, so I mean, since we're talking about Wolf's team versus my team, I'll talk about that one first. You want
to say the best for last?
This nigga Angel say he couldn't wait to talk about it.
We talked about it. It's already on the screen. So Last Redemption versus BRZ Latencia, which is Wolf's new team. We won 192 to 168. Valix MVP of the game, 60 points. Wolf also had 60 points, but Valix up there with Wolf with the same amount of points. I had 55. I was right there with them. Dino had 48. Ferrari had 29. Then on Wolf's team, Wolf had 60. Rugo had 45. Rayoni had 37. And Bronco had 26. Wolf also had 60 points, but Valix up with Wolf with the same amount of points. I had 55. I was right. 24 points, I think, is what they lost by. 24 points. So, yeah. We pretty much clinched it before the last game. Like, the last game, they could have swept us, and we still would have won.
Wolf about to disband your team next season. Watch.
That's crazy.
You gonna have Wolf lock in, man.
Yeah, I mean, he's still missing a teammate. He's still missing a teammate. He might try to find a super member somewhere along the lines to try to compete with us. You never know.
Who was trying to pull Maxi out of retirement? What if Wolf did it?
Wolf will not do it, because if Romanja can't do it, Wolf definitely can't do it. And Romanja was his actual teammate in the World Cup, the very first World Cup.
That's true, man.
That's fact.
I don't know what games does he even play now. I know, wasn't he streaming? I know when he was playing, like when Speedstorm first came out. I think him, Silent. I think they were streaming. I don't see him stream or anything. So I don't know what he's playing.
So Wolf is coming for that ass. We got another rematch, unfortunately, already. So we're gonna go against Wolf's team again this week coming up. But yeah,
overpass it. So the show wasn't no fluke.
Yeah, this time, we gotta just run it back, get the W again, just to make sure that y'all know Poppy's taking his crown this season. It's long overdue, and that's it. We taking the crown.
Ooh.
Get ready, man. Wolf, knowing Wolf, man, him and his team gonna be in the hyperbolic time chamber, bro.
I mean, shit. All right. I'm not even trying to say it, but I mean, I know Wolf has been in the dojo training with the new team and practicing, doing scrims, doing everything else. My team didn't even fucking practice.
Damn.
You hear that, Sammy? No practice.
My team didn't even fucking practice. Like, you know, I think the only ones that practiced was me, and then Dino practiced at the very last, like the day of the game for like one round of tracks, and that was it.
Man, Angel saying he on his Allen Iverson shit, man. Practice.
I mean, when it comes to
about practice,
if you play the game a lot and you're like a top player, you know the tracks, you know all the characters, like practice is overrated. Like obviously a little bit, but it's overrated. Like somebody Dino and Toxic, they cannot practice for 2 weeks and they'll perform better than like 90% of the people on Speedstorm. So
that's a fact. It's all muscle memory. Like once you go back and play like a couple races, you're back to the normal pro player again. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can feel that.
I mean, shit. I scrimmed against Wolf for his last world championship, the divisions before this division season, and I didn't touch a game for 2-3 weeks. I scrimmed with him. It was me, Absent, Dino, and Toxic, and we destroyed them.
Dang, you hear that, Wolf? He said he destroyed y'all.
Uh-oh.
I mean, it was like over 50 points too.
Ooh.
Oh, actually, I think we swept them too. That's the crazy.
Yeah, you are here rubbing it in. Huh?
Oh shit!
This man B Wolf, he don't know how to act, man.
Shit, I haven't been on the game for over a month. You know, I had to rub it in. You know, y'all miss me yet?
He said that's what you get Wolf for going in my chat.
No, yeah, that's a fact. Talking all that shit. Talking all that shit in my chat. Where's the shit talking now? Let me stop.
Hey, I heard Angel got an AI track just for this moment too.
Yeah, I don't actually.
Yeah, where's the AI tracks, man? You kind of slow down on it.
We streaming. We sweeping.
You know, we sweeping every weekend. Wow. Oh shit.
We geeking.
Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, man. It was I will say though, because I did watch this race. It was still pretty enjoyable from both sides. I think both sides did pretty good. You know, I think both sides put up their best efforts and whatnot, and you know, Angel's team just happened to come out on top, man. But you know, I definitely think Wolf's team is gonna go back in the dojo, try to clean some things up, and get ready for round 2, man. So, Angel, you gotta be prepared, man. It's not over yet. It's just the beginning.
You gonna look in week 4.
We stay ready.
Wolf gonna recruit Nano. It's gonna be. He's like, what? Nano, you on
BRZ Nano is crazy.
BRZ Blast.
Damn.
BRZ Blast.
BRZ Blast. If I see that, that's crazy.
I'm gonna make a Jamaican team before that happens.
Hey, let's go.
Rastaman.
The Rastaman.
Oh, yeah, the Rastas. Oh, the Rastas. Oh, shit.
Last Rastas.
Yeah, the team ain't gonna be Shatas, man.
Oh, Shatas.
Nano went crazy with that one. Jeez. No, Nano, I got one better for you. World Boss.
Okay. Hey man, shout out to the Jamaicans, man. You know, I think but yeah, man, you definitely gotta be ready, Angel, because
they gonna be waiting for y'all in the final. I'll say that.
Oh, I know.
Like, oh, Angel got us now. Wait till the final. That's what Wolf's probably saying.
It's like he's training up for the final. That's gonna be his build up.
Yeah, he got all that footage. He got all that footage on y'all from that one match. You can be like, all right, I know their weakness.
There is no weakness though, because I would say my team can play any class and do good.
So y'all the Avatar.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's true.
Like you know, I mean, we obviously have our favorite, you know, classes, but we could always switch it up and we will still perform just as good.
That's true.
So, you know, y'all can prepare yourselves for, they're gonna play defenders or Angel gonna play defenders and Dino's gonna do speedsters, but hey, here's Dino doing brawlers and Angel's doing speedsters or tricksters. You never know.
All they could do is best prepare themselves, man. But you know,
But yeah, that was, I believe, one of the many matches of the first week of Super Divisions Season 3. Or Division Season, what are we going to call this season? Division Season? Not Division Season, but
wasn't it
official
Super
Discord
Divisions
season.
or something?
I mean, it's the season. I
Or
guess
you
season
talking
2.
about the Gameloft Speedstorm Division season?
Gameloft.
You know, they said that they're promoting it, but I don't ever see them promote it in a Discord though. That's crazy.
Man.
I don't know. I guess they're using the term promote loosely.
Very
Yeah.
loosely. I don't like it when it's loose.
I think
You don't like
that's
that?
why. I think that's why Wolf is trying to make sure this season is very good, and you know why he showed so much that this season has so much importance to it, because he knows Gameloft is looking, and they trying to see like how good it is to, you know, promote something like this. So you never know. This season could go good, and then they might do more promotion for it. You never know. Go ahead, Caleb.
Yeah, the Mr.
We
Division
got
man.
Mhm.
Yeah, let's go, Division man. The play-by-play.
It was like, we still doing that?
Caleb said, I don't even got the website up.
Caleb said there was a lot of teams, man. So a lot more matches. I mean, if anything, Angel, you got the screen, so you could also say what happened in some of the matches.
Oh, definitely. So I mean, the next match, you got it. You got it.
It was like, man, I really gotta open this shit up again.
Yeah, I would have done it, but I thought Caleb was gonna do it.
Well, yeah, Latencia versus Last Redemption. That was the first match of Week 1, Season 3. But then the next match we have BRZ Legacy versus Catastrophe. Catastrophe. Hey man, I'm saying it wrong. Catastrophe. Yeah, there we go. And we had BRZ Legacy, so another BRZ team. You know what I'm saying, winning in a close match, 188 to 171. For BRZ, we had Calvis, Mr. Mon, Joseph, and Leon. And then for Catastrophe, we had Dead Proud, Hugo, Rafnu, and Tofi. But for the winners, BRZ Legacy, we had BRZ Calvis with 70 points, going crazy. BRZ Mr. Mon with 54. BRZ Joseph with 42, and then BRZ Leon with 22. And then for Catastrophe, we had Dead Proud with 61, Hugo with 50, Rafnu with 38, and then Tofi with 22. Shout out to both teams. That was actually a good match. Very competitive.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
BRZ showing that, hey, you know what I'm saying, all of their teams, you know, got some talent on it. Then the next up, we have Disney Thunderbolts versus the squad of Misfit Racers. These are the Misfits, no KSI. But the Disney Thunderbolts got the dub. So for the Disney Thunderbolts, we had Diego Sack with 66, Typhoon Ray with 61, Optimal Optimus with 48, and then Yayoshi 23 with 22. And then for the squad of Misfit Racers, we had Cody C with 57. We had Trabo 7 with 39. We had Walter E. Disney with 36, and then we had Paperclip Mike with 16. So shout out to both teams, but shout out to the Disney Thunderbolts for getting the dub, 197 to 149, so almost 50 points.
Yeah, this one.
And next up,
No, I just let me shut up because I just remember something in my stream because I was hosting this match. And somebody in my chat had no filter, and one of the players and that race, they were like, "Yo, what is old man Carl doing over here racing?"
dang.
They said somebody need to check on his health. I said, oh my god. Sorry, that shit fucking took me out on stream. I was like, bro, you can't be saying shit like that.
Yeah, next up we have One Up Soda joining divisions again versus the Wild Nitro Divers. And it looks like the Wild Nitro Divers win 198 to 138. But for One Up, we have One Up Sal with 72 points. Shout out to One Up Sal. You know what I'm saying? Then we have Redacted 123 with 38. We have Run Up Ramigo with 16. We have A New Start with 8. And then Lotus Chikaru with 4. And then for the Wild Nitro Divers, we have Tony Bros with 57. Emmy Primo 7 with 53. Mochaccino with 48. And then Remy TLC with 40. So shout out to both teams, and then a big shout out to Wild Nitro drivers for getting the dubski.
Damn, it looks like they struggled to find a third and fourth racer because one racer only did 3 races, one racer only did 1, and the other one they only did 3.
Yeah, I remember the divisions chat. Style was saying something about his team, like quit on him or stop playing or something like that.
Wow.
Or
Why? Because they're losing?
I don't know the context. I just know it looked like multiple people on this team just stopped playing or wasn't able to play all the matches or something like that.
Yeah, because Sal did his thing and he put in a good effort and he tried to do the best he can, which is why
72 points. Like that man was. He took his team on his back, yo. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, it's just he didn't have, I guess, if people were leaving the match and stuff like that happens. But he hopefully they they can get it together. Because I know Sal's got talent. I think about division. Sometimes some teams got 4 players that are super strong, and some teams you got that one player trying to hold it down. So
that's true.
But what's it called? Yeah, for the next match we have the Mighty Robin versus Lee XO Racing Crew. So we had the Mighty Robins winning 211 to 149. It seems like the gap I'm seeing in a lot of matches is around 50 points. This week it seems like a lot of teams that won by around 50. But we have for the Mighty Robins, Roman Dija with 68 points. We have Maisie with 61, Turrets with 50, and Calder with 32. So this is actually a pretty strong team. I see Maisie got a new team, Amazing. I'm surprised your old squad didn't keep it together. But, y'all did give a good attempt last season. But, hey, some people got to mix it up. And then for the Elite LIXO Racing Crew, we have Treco with 53, Defensio with 45, Braulio with 33, and Expresso with 18. Lixo.
I guess you can tell which one was what class just off their name.
Yeah. So it looked like the Tricksters, scored the most points for their team. Trickster Defenders. But yeah, shout out to both teams and a big shout out to the Mighty Robins.
Having
a mighty match and getting that W, yeah. Then next up we have the Dream Team versus the Speed Freaks. Speed Freaks, I believe, was a PS1 game. It's actually a really good racing game. I'll play Mario Kart. You people play Sonic. How many of y'all play Speed Freak? You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to know. I know I did. But yeah, we have the Dream Team versus the Speed Freaks. Dream Team 139, Speed Freaks 221. Having a good game for the Speed Freaks. But for the Dream Team, we had Travi with 58, Danny Boy 40, Young Link with 25, and the Cookie Queen with 16. And then for the Speed Freaks, we had Tom 4K with 70, a Three-Headed Monkey with 61, Sons with 47, and Fab Hudson Hornet with 43. So Speed Freaks low-key got a little squad going. Don't sleep on them. I think they're an underrated squad. So, make sure you got your P's and Q's together when you go against them. But yeah, I like the name. Shout out to the Speed Freaks and shout out to Dream Team. But Speed Freaks get it done in week 1. And last but not least, the final match of week 1, we had the Outsider Pilots versus Husbands of Speedstorm. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Basketball wise, what? We had the Outsider Pilots with 166, and we had the Husbands of Speedstorm with 194. So for the Outsiders, we had Batu Ronaldo with 65. We had Mia Khalifa with 49. We had Harold Labar with 27, and Fur MMC4 with 25. And then for the Husbands of Speedstorm, we had Foster Denny with 57, Winter Magic with 53, Elsa's husband with 50, and then Moana's husband with 34. Well, speaking of Moana, you know what I'm saying? Apparently in the patch notes, she's getting a rework, but I guess we'll talk about it in a little bit. But shout out to the Husbands of Speedstorm for getting the win.
Yeah, that's it for this week.
But for next week, coming up this weekend, the matches for this weekend, we have the Speed Freaks versus the Mighty Robins. We got Last Redemption versus BRZ Latencia. We got Wild Nitro Drivers versus Disney Thunderbolts. We got the Squad of Misfit Racers versus One Up Soda. We got Dream Team versus Leakso Racing Crew. And then we got the Husbands of Speedstorm versus BRZ Legacy. And then we have Cartography versus the Outsider Pilots. So, a new week of matchups. So, who's going to come up on top? Find out on the next episode of Disney Speedstorm. So make sure you're staying tuned this weekend. There'll be most of the races will probably happen Saturday and Sunday. So if you want to check it out, see some competitive Speedstorm in action divisions, make sure you stay tuned. Who will be hosting? If you know, Angel.
If it's on a weekend and it's on a good time slot, I usually will host it on Twitch as well as Wolf on YouTube. So if you guys like watching it on Twitch, I'll host it on the Twitch side. If you guys like it watching it on YouTube, I also do it on YouTube because I multi-stream, but Wolf also does it on YouTube as well. So, there's plenty of people to watch the division content. I like to do play-by-plays, so like I have 4 different screens going on at the same time. So there's multiple matches happening at the same time. You won't miss one because they will all be showing multiple different perspectives. But so far, there's only 3 matches that has been scheduled out of the other ones. So, and they're all either Saturday, Sunday, and one of them's on Friday, which is crazy at 7 p.m.
Yep. So that is the competitive side of Speedstorm. But if we want to get into the more casual content side, season 21, I believe, starts tomorrow, on the 30th. And so what's new, they did release some patch notes. So basically for season 21, there will be 3 new racers from Encanto. It'll be Encanto season, but unfortunately there's no new tracks. So, the pattern of them doing every other season a track, they're keeping that, which sucks because it would have been amazing. But Sammy, hey, you might be onto something because remember you said if they add Tarzan, it'd just be Jungle Ruins, but maybe a new variation. Apparently, they added 2 new variations to Jungle Ruins. Yay! So I don't know if Encanto got snubbed. Like, hey, they from the jungle and they from the Amazon jungle. We just gonna make another Jungle Ruin variation. So, yeah, man, it's it's wild. But we got Mirabelle, Isabel, and Luisa. There was a bunch of characters in Encanto, so that's the one thing we were always worried about because we used to get like Inside Out season, what was it, 5 racers, and we had mid seasons, but now it's just 3 racers, and they're basically all 3 of them are Tales event characters, so it won't be
what's even crazier too There's been no mid seasons announced for this.
Why? No, that's because the characters of that season are the new mid-season. Any character that where you have to do a Tails event, that's essentially the mid-season racer.
So yeah,
That's kind of trash.
there is no mid seasons announced, which I don't think there is going to be mid seasons announced. So the mid seasons that were announced for this or leaked, which was Coco, I have a feeling that's not going to be mid season. That's going to be the season after this, because this season ends September 29th, I believe, which is around Halloween time. The perfect movie to put on Halloween time, because they thought that was going to happen last year, was Coco. So that only makes sense to do a Coco season for the Halloween, season that's coming up. And yeah, I predict that Coco will be transferred from mid-season to an actual full-blown season.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. They took the structure of mid-season. They said, "Yo, what if we just took all of the characters that are in the Golden Pass and we said F that? We just gonna make every character mid-season." So that's what we getting now. But for all of you mid-season grinders, you will, there's the Mirabelle tail event that'll be happening July 30th to August 5th. So if you want to get Mirabelle and get those 10 shards, maybe 10 people in the game will get. You have that date period to get it. For Isabel, her tail event will be August 13th to the 19th, and for Louisa, it'll be August 27th to September 2nd. So those are literally the only times you'll be able to get those characters, and you have to grind for them, and you have to get top 10. But but yeah. And then you can get the the gambling boxes, if you don't get top 10. So those are the dates. So we got some more brown representation in the game. They're gonna make you pay for it, but hey.
The one season I was excited about, and they got no fucking track, is crazy.
They did them dirty.
That's why I can never be excited for a Treasure Planet season, man. They gonna butcher.
Yeah, they'll make a Tails event for like 2 characters.
We didn't even get a Peter Pan map, nothing.
I mean, we did get they did do a new map for the Peter Pan season at least.
Did they?
But it's a buggy ass mess.
Yeah, I mean, it has some areas where it's not optimized. Like there's this one area where there's like a ramp, and if you just regularly do a racing line, you get stuck in a corner. Some weird stuff going on.
Oh, yeah, the grind that can fucking teleport you off the map.
Yeah, but they'll try to use that to be like, oh, see, this is why we ain't releasing the track every season. We need more development time. Oh, they be late. But for we got season racers, so if you do get the battle pass, it'll be Carl Fredrickson and Frozone and Russell and Felix Fix It Felix. And then Diamond Pass max out. We got Winnie the Pooh, Nick Wilde, Mr. Incredible, Steamboat Mickey, Tigger Flash, Randall, Hector Barbosa, and Stick. So those will be for the people who are, I guess still getting the Diamond Pass. But I guess basically they'll add a new system called Cards and Albums, where cards, a brand new collectible item type, collect cards and complete albums to earn various rewards. What do y'all think about a new card system? I think this is another way to get money.
Yeah, 100%.
Your system.
Gameloft knows the Disney fan base are a bunch of collectors, and they're just abusing the fact that they love to collect them all. And just
hold on.
Fucking
Didn't they have a
wallet.
card game before? Didn't they have a Disney card game before? And that shut down. So technically, they just probably took that card game and put it in this game.
Yep, and then have some people, I want a legendary card, so I'm going to spend 10,000 tokens. So, yeah, it's...
Hell nah.
Do we need a card system? This is what people are talking about.
A card system in a racing game, and they already had a card game that failed. That makes sense.
And they put all the ideas from Asphalt and all their failed projects in the Speedstorm, I guess. But it's... I mean, I think... here's my issue, and then somebody made a comment somewhere, and I actually agree with it. It's like they're putting so much development time into making cards and doing this when they could have used that development time to make some new tracks, but instead we're getting a card system. Like, bro, like it's so unneeded. It's unneeded, to be honest with you. Like we don't. There's no need for cards. It seems weird to me. that, instead of making tracks and stuff that, is involved with racing, they're like, no, let's add a new card system. Like, who was asking for that? But yeah, there's that. I believe there is like I said earlier, Jungle Ruins update. 2 new tracks have been added to Jungle Ruins environment. So hey, there goes your Tarzan map. There goes your Encanto map. What's it called? Dr. Finkelstein finally has a voiceover. I know they had a poll on different voice lines, but it looks like now that since Dr. Finkelstein has a voiceover, the Nightmare Before Christmas collection is now fully voiced. We got new improved events menu, Lumina Fest, which is a Grand Prix event on August 24th. You can unlock Lightning McQueen, Gogo Tamago, Rapunzel, Ralph Stitch, get brand new suits and more rewards, multiplayer booths. So here's the interesting. It says activate the new MP boost and start getting more MPL points for your racers. This will help you progress to higher leagues and get the rewards faster. While the MP boost is active, you can also get daily bonus gifts. Do not miss them.
Another paid thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So this is something that you can pay if you want to progress through, the leagues faster. This is something that, you can buy, which is, what I'm saying, everything, it's all about, they're so greedy. It's like, now it's like, oh, you don't like the grind? Well, now you can pay for boosts. And you can get the ultimate champion in less races. So there's that. There's 2 new super cards. So they're adding 2 new, which is the first is Silk Strike, a card for speedsters. So the first card we got, super card, was for tricksters. Now we got one for speedsters, and then a Lumina card for brawlers. So the only card we don't have yet is like a defender card, but you can unlock super cards for more speed and new skills. And it says that you can now use super cards for races with any amount of stars instead of only at 3+. Well, that's wild that even if you did buy the super card, if you didn't have your character at 3+ stars, you could even use it, which kind of like incentivizes you to like pay to upgrade your character if you want to use the card. But I guess they got rid of that. Maybe people spoke up enough. I don't know. But I guess now you can use it, no matter what your star is. All right, it says profile customization update. You can now purchase any avatar frame, or profile banner with tokens. Friendly race update. So this is private lobby. You can now choose to enable or disable the use of crew members and supercharge when playing private lobbies and local free play.
Woo!
So this is actually a W. I'm curious how this is for divisions, because divisions could get faster. Like, let's say if everybody agreed to have supercharge and crew, we could just max it out. Like, make the characters go as fast as possible and compete. So, I mean, I guess from a division standpoint, Angel, what do you think? Do you feel like now that,
Horrible.
you can use crew
Horrible.
and supercharge in private lobbies, how do y'all want to run that?
Trash, bro.
Yeah, that's horrible because 100%.
Supercharged.
One, not every racer has supercharge, and 2, not everybody has supercharged racers. So, to enable and disable crew members and supercharge, I'm pretty sure is only going to benefit the people that have these. I don't know, did I cut out?
Nah,
okay. Yeah, so basically this is for the whales. So the people like me that got maxed out crews and got some supercharges level 2, that's gonna benefit them. Somebody
Angel for this shit.
If somebody doesn't have supercharge, they can't use the supercharge.
I'm assuming that's how they're gonna do it, yeah.
But before, all you had to do was unlock the racer, and you could use them at max level.
Yeah,
in the lobby.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow when the season comes out. But from what I know, remember when they had a crew in private lobbies before, which was like it was a bug, but like your crew stats was working. Like that shit was glitchy. Like it was literally counting your crew that you have maxed out or don't have maxed out. So like if you don't have them maxed out, it's not going to benefit you. I mean, unless they regulate the crew members and everybody can use supercharges, I don't know. But I wonder if they're doing this to try to force Wolf to put this into private lobbies.
Oh, I think it's for some characters that if you put like Mickey Mouse supercharged, I think he'll be a more viable pick. if you could do divisions and have characters
Yeah,
like that.
but the thing is, where do you draw the line? Because Supercharged basically makes certain people like it just
Way
widens
too
the gap.
OP, bro. Way too OP.
That's what, hey, just a new meta, maybe new bands. But my thing is, I feel like if everybody, whether they have the supercharged character or not, is able to toggle supercharge, I can see that being an option. But if it's only for something that, oh, you have to have the character already supercharged for you to use, then I can see that being unfair.
Trash.
But yeah, so that is
I'm not
the new
a fan.
change.
See, honestly, I knew some bullshit was gonna like. Every good that they do comes with some bullshit. Cause like, yeah, on one hand I was like, oh, they finally supporting divisions, but at what cost?
Here's
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
I
Look,
mean, they might have teams though, Sammy.
no. There is no teams coming to privates as of this moment. From Martin, the community manager, they have no plans to implement team mode and privates. But they could give us crew members and supercharges, but they can't give us a team mode.
But you can't give us a team mode. Yeah, that's
What am I telling you? What am I telling you?
That's ass.
I don't
And
know.
just because now they have
Teemo and private lobbies should have been implemented when
before Sonic even came out. That should have been a thing.
Yeah, they added team mode. They swapped out the normal mode, which is solos, and then they added a team mode to freaking ranked or MPL. But then you can't add team mode to private lobbies. Yeah, bro. Yeah, they slacking. But yeah, but I guess also they some bad news for certain people with devices. If you have an iOS 15 or a Samsung Galaxy, your version will be getting sunset. Which means you will not be able to play Speedstorm. They will be taking it out of the store. So starting season 21, Speedstorm will no longer be available.
Hold on. So they just put this game on mobile, and now they're shutting down the mobile version?
No, it's just older operating systems.
So iOS 15 or lower, and on Samsung Galaxy Store. So basically, for all you Android users, you're cooked.
No, because they got it in the Google Play Store.
Oh, Google Play. Okay.
Yeah, so Samsung Galaxy Store is like their own app store, which not many people really fucking use the Galaxy Store.
The Galaxy App Store in the first place, wasted resources. But makes sense.
Now that I think about it, I have a Samsung phone, and it went from Samsung Messages to Google Messages. So it seems like Samsung's getting discontinued someday.
Yeah, they folded in Samsung Messages folded into Google Messages.
Yeah. But if you got an old device, you got to have a new phone to play Speedstorm. They're like, all right. And it says, if you're playing on iOS or lower, please update your software. If your device doesn't support iOS 16 or higher, transfer your account. I'm curious why they're doing that. Maybe, I don't know.
You got to pay to win on your phone too. Let me say that.
We got new Adventure Road collections. Little Mermaid and Pixar. We got a Racer Boost. So Shandy, you and Mother Gothel will be available to select a Racer Boost. Now, Supercharged Racer, this is interesting. This is good. Some unique news. So we got Jumba. We got Oogie Boogie. We got Genie. We got Beast. We got Teodalma. Let's go. We got Moana. And we got Zeus. Will now be a Supercharged Racer this season. So actually, these are actually some W Supercharged. Zeus Supercharged is gonna be crazy. Moana Supercharged is gonna be crazy. Well, it might not be crazy because it might be why they reworked her, because they might quote unquote her super. Here's what they do. And what I don't like is they take away from a character's kit, and then they bring it back in the Supercharged. That's lame. I don't like when they do that. But I think Teodalma, she's already pretty strong, at level 5, level 6 star. But Supercharged, hey, she might be better than Ana. You know what I'm saying? Like, better than Ana at her peak. So it's gonna be. I wonder if she's gonna get a speed boost and out. But yeah, we got Genie, Jumba. So yeah, some W Supercharged for those who, are getting the Supercharged version. For tournaments and vault passes will be available for Zootopia. And then they got some general fixes and improvements, so they fixed some bugs. So you were just talking about the Peter Pan map. Apparently, they said they fixed some issues that could occur on the Peter Pan environment. So maybe some of the things people were complaining about, they fixed, hopefully. getting stuck on grind pipes, so on and so forth. All right, but we got some
No,
racer
that's
balances.
actually a great
So,
fix because that does happen a lot to me where like the autopilot will fucking get stuck on a grind pipe where it should just continue off the grind pipe and then end because that's just weird.
But we did get some racer balances for the buffs. We got Yzma, top speed and acceleration stats have been increased. That's go. She definitely needed them. We got Shan Yu. He got a top speed and acceleration, and now he can drift when using his charge.
Oh, that's a big change. That's a real good change.
We got Mr. Incredible. Top speed has been increased, and when using his charge, Mr. Incredible now boosts for a longer period of time, and the boost meter just fills up faster. So big W for Mr. Incredible. They need to fix the bugginess. You know, he buggy as hell.
Right.
But at least they, boosting his top speed and giving him some more boosts, I guess. So hey, Mr. Incredible is a sleeper pick. We got Ralph. He's getting a top speed and acceleration increase. Didn't they just nerf him back in the day? So now they're giving him back.
They're probably giving him back his power. It's crazy.
Yeah. Made him, they probably shouldn't have nerfed him in the first place. We got Lightning McQueen. He's getting a top speed stat increase and the passive skill buff, so his speed reduction when drifting is now less. So
they just made him even more powerful.
Yep. I mean, even faster, which they should, because he kind of got outclassed by the other cars racers. He is like, this is Lightning McQueen, but he seems light. But, hopefully this will now even put him more over the edge. And we have Maleficent. So I think maybe this is for Maleficent when you're in first and you have nobody to shoot lightning on. Now, with this new buff, when Maleficent goes through her lightning, she now gets a boost.
I like this.
So now if you're... Yeah, that's actually good. If you're front running, even if you have nobody to stun, you can still benefit off your unique. So that's a W change. And then last but not least, we got Racer Moana. So this, I don't know about this one. It says normal unique skill has been reworked. Instead of performing multiple forward pushes, Moana now receives a single push forward, followed by a top speed increase that scales with the skill level. The skill still leaves behind the same number of slowing waves over the same duration as before. What do y'all think about this new rework?
So, I mean, I think this can actually work better for Moana, truthfully, because if you think about it, sometimes when you use her normal, it can fuck you up because you're jumping constantly and there's going to be turns that appear and whatnot. Like straightaways is going to suck because now, but I don't know, because if this top speed increase, it is a long increase for a while before it slows you back down. This can actually be better than what she's already had because you still get the slow waves. So like that's not going away. It's just the amount of time she keeps bouncing. So I mean, obviously you use the bounces to preserve your fucking manual boost, right? But I mean, if she gets that crazy top speed and you can, go use that on a straightaway bunny hop real quick. I mean, yeah, you run out of boost, but I mean, it could technically be the same. I got to see it in practice because it could be bullshit, but I don't know.
Yeah, it just depends on how it's implemented, honestly.
Yeah, it seems like all of the abilities where you do like multiple jumps and bounces, they've kind of cut back. Because I remember on, what was it, Davy Jones with the tentacles, you used to get some big hops and then they kind of like nerfed the hops on that.
Yep, they nerfed that.
So now it seems like, maybe people are complaining about, the hops making them go off edge or something like that. So, but yeah, like you said, it could, if it's just one big speed increase, it could be like Buzz Lightyear, kind of the same way like when Buzz Lightyear shoots back a rocket, he gets like a big speed increase. So it could be like that.
And you can bunny hop like a good 3 to 4 times with that initial fucking momentum, and you can think about it like in a Maui push. She could probably get like a Maui push.
Hey, yep, and she's getting supercharged on top of that. So this actually could be, as I'm thinking about it, could be a good change.
You got to see them play, you know?
Yeah. So there are some, some good things. I feel like the patch notes. I feel like there are some things that were good for the players, and there are some things that Gameloft made to benefit themselves.
Who the fuck said Lightning McQueen? Who said buff Lightning McQueen?
But he's Lightning McQueen, so he got it. First of all, if they gonna buff Lightning McQueen because he's Lightning McQueen, they need to buff Dash. But
Yeah, poor
that's another
Dash.
conversation.
Poor Dash.
But yeah, and shout out to all my Tia Dolma mains. You know, we finally got Supercharged.
Still no
But
voice
hopefully
lines
it won't
though.
be freaking crazy. You said still no voice?
Still no voice lines though.
Crazy. But yeah, that's bad. But yeah, that is the Speedstorm update. So get ready for tomorrow. You know, it's crazy. I missed the whole Peter Pan season. Maybe this Encanto season I'll get back on. You know, get my way back in Speedstorm a little bit because I've definitely taken a hiatus and I've enjoyed it. I've been playing some games and stuff. But I will say, we'll see. Basically, if I want to get these new characters, I have to do Tails events. That's the one thing. I think the one thing, and I think somebody made a video about Apex Legends and talking about how what made them stop enjoying it or when they had the most fun and like when it stopped being fun. And they said basically it stopped being fun once it became a job, and when you weren't playing it for fun, you were playing it because I have to play the game because I have to finish the battle pass and I have to do the daily challenges, and it always became like a job. And that's how I feel with Speedstorm. It's like when you play Speedstorm just because you want to play and have fun, it's fun. But then when you play Speedstorm because it's like, oh no, I have to unlock this character within this week because if I don't, then I won't be able to unlock them. So I have to grind every day for the next 7 days and like just to get like challenges. That's when it becomes like a job. And that's what makes it stop being fun, in my opinion. That's my only issue with the Tails events, is where you feel like you're forced to grind just to get like some shards. I don't like that. I don't like when a game becomes a job, but maybe I do the time trials and try to get something because I do want to unlock the Encanto characters. But I mean, what do y'all think? Do y'all kind of feel the same way, or am I tripping when it comes to like sometimes games feel like a job because they force you to do things just to unlock the bare minimum? Like, what do y'all think?
Yeah, when things
Yeah,
start
some of these
feeling like a job,
When it starts feeling like a chore, that's when I leave.
Yeah,
that's
that's exactly why I stopped playing Speedstorm.
Facts. Felt like every day I had to hop on to do a daily to do chores. I'm like, bro,
Yep.
come on, man. I can miss a day or two.
Felt like I was doing everything rinse and repeat
Yep.
to no avail.
Yeah, but Sammy, they force it to where you can't miss a day, because if you miss a day, then that's one day you didn't do the time trial. And
Exactly. So I'm jailed. They got me jailed up to my damn controller playing this one game, and I'm missing out on other games. Like, it's one thing if you got me jailed up into your game because I'm playing so many different parts of your game. Like, let's just say they had a team mode and I want to play team mode. Let's just say when I'm done playing team mode, they had a proper Grand Prix mode. Let's just say if I'm done with the Grand Prix mode, I had a proper ranked mode. If they had these incorporated into their game, then it doesn't feel like a chore. It just means I'm having fun with their game and I don't want to play anything else. But when you got me doing FOMO events or FOMO dailies just so I don't miss out on something so I can maintain my status quo, I don't want to play that game, because now it feels like I'm only playing to stay in with the crowd that's consistent. The minute I miss a day, or let's say I go on vacation, I'm behind, I miss out on everything. It might set me back for a month. I don't want to play a game like that.
yeah, too many chores. But yeah, Angel, what about you? What do you think? You think sometimes they do a little bit too much with that?
With what?
Making it the game where if you have to do the event, so you miss a character, so it almost feels like a job. Like you have to do your chores.
That's the live service model. A FOMO. That happens in every type of live service game. That happens in Destiny, happens in Speedstorm, happens in Final Fantasy 14, any MMO type of game. That FOMO it's like a normal thing. It sucks because I hate that it's like that, because you make people have to log in. So, if I miss this, I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get it. You know what I'm saying? That nobody wants to play with me because I don't got the good shit.
And you know what's worse too? with Speedstorm, it never used to be so hard to go out there and grind for characters. Like when I started on my free to play run when the game dropped in season 4 for free to play players, I had everybody by the end of season 5. So it took me like 2 months, right? But nowadays they make it so damn hard for you to gain new characters that it's gonna take you like a good while. It's not gonna take you 2 months no more.
Now you have to do the FOMO events, because if you don't do the FOMO events,
you're not
you
getting
won't be able to see
unless
that
you paying.
character for months. Yeah, so it's too forced FOMO for me. Because I like to come and go as I please, and feeling like I'm forced to do this, or I have to pay $50 for a character if I don't do the FOMO. That kind of sucks. But yeah, that's pretty much the Speedstorm update. You know what I'm saying? So for Encanto season tomorrow, so y'all can get excited for that. In other racing news, we said we're gonna cover it this week, but the Sonic Racing Cross Worlds Legend competition for the World Qualifier Championships did conclude, and they did get the top 24. So I did post that in the chat. Angel, you can put that on screen. Here are the people that qualified for the New York in-person tournament land event. We have Expanzo number 1 with 2,400 points, which is wild. We had TM Lazy Zach. We had Twitch.tv Key. We had Harrison, Yubi. We had Sneaky number 6. We had LaShawn. We had Matty Pal number 8. We had Fontarujo number 9. C-Rise 23 number 10. Shy Guy. We had Johnny, Wooder, Slavin, Not Icy, Dimalix, Skia, Nimion, Ghostman 19, Envy. We have Monody, 21, Laggy 22, Crab Bucket. Y'all don't know who that is, but they got 23. Then we have Floppy TTV at 24. And then they showed the next.
Shout out to Internum because he missed it by 1 point. I'd be pissed about him.
Yeah, that's rough. Grinding.
Where did it go?
But they do have, what's it called? I believe 5, 6, 7, 8. I think they have those spots from 25 to 32 listed just in case one of the people from the top 24 can't make it. Then maybe the next people up, can serve as a substitute. But then, yeah, if not, if it's just a 24 and all the 24 make it, then damn, that sucks that, because the Legend competition was for 3 weeks, damn near a whole month of people just on the game 24/7 grinding, and to miss out by 1 point, that would have to be mentally, that's gotta hurt, Mr. Lag,
So
what I'm
who's
saying?
this Expanzo guy?
He's the number 1 player.
He's this Mexican dude that's really good. I think he played the dude, he's cracked, bro. I think he had like a bunch of world records in the Sonic Transformed games. But yeah, he was a former 1UP member when I was on 1UP team with what's it called? I'll race against Expanso. Like, yeah, that dude, hey man, he good. I can't even lie, bro. That dude, he's cracked.
They also got 2 Wind Riders in there as well.
The Wind Riders, yeah, some Wind Riders, trash in there. So I'll be rooting for Expanso. Sneaky, hey, I'll be rooting for Sneaky Expanso. You know what I'm saying? Sneaky, he been holding it down too. Obviously, all of these guys I compete with. I honestly, this Legend competition didn't really mesh well with me. It's a lot of issues, I feel like, with stuns, and I feel like you can sabotage people. Like, here's the thing. Like in some of the earlier tournaments, I would watch people's streams because like if I race them, I look at their stream. And I remember people used to say, "Oh yeah, Caleb, he's a bagger," because there's like an item slot where you can have 3 items, and usually I'll be smuggling some items to have a crazy comeback on the last lap. So what some people would do is they would get a saw, and they would specifically hit the brakes and wait for me to get in front of them, and then they would throw a saw at me to try to get rid of some of my items. So hey, I already had a target on my back in the day, but it didn't really affect me that much because I was able to play around it with like ultimate charge or just like with the 3 item slot, I was able to just use my item to get away. But with the new meta, with like a lot of the gadgets being nerfed and with the stuns kind of being heavy, if somebody got a target on your back, you're just screwed. It was rough on me. Yeah, I at some point I just realized, you know what? Hey, I gave it a good attempt, but it's not worth my mental health trying to, yeah, go back and forth. But shout out to all the players that did make it. Here's the thing: there's so many good players. I mean, talented, top of the line, top 1%. You know, could play any game and play at a high level that didn't make it. So this was a very sweaty event. A lot of talent, but so it's gonna be an interesting World Championship. I'm gonna be watching it. It would have been cool to go, but hey, it is what it is. But I mean, what do y'all think, man? With this Sonic Racing Cross World qualifier concluding, you know, what y'all think of the format? How they went about it, or anything? Give me your thoughts.
New sneaky since the early access, or even I guess even since the open beta that we did, he was gonna be a problem. He was gonna be a top player. I'm not surprised to see him in the top 10, just shy out of the top 5. Exponzo, I mean, he just really came out of the scene since the game dropped. When I remember Caleb first mentioned about this guy being like above sneaky, I was like, okay, maybe we got to watch out for him. I didn't really see him really. I don't know if he won the Douse Cup, the Douse tournament.
No,
or
he wasn't. Yeah. No.
So I didn't know. And that was like what, November? So we had all this time, or October, I should say. We had all this time where we didn't know about Exponzo, and then Exponzo comes onto the scene and he just dominated.
Yeah, I think he was just doing World Match at one point. Yeah, I think he was just doing World Match and then he got involved in
Right, they just come out of nowhere.
Well, you know, one thing about Smarty likes to recruit. You know, he knows how to recruit some high-end talent. I'll say that. So he saw Exponzo kind of going under the radar, and then when it came to like the team stuff, that's when he recruited Exponzo. That's how Exponzo kind of got into the team tournaments and the competitive side. But
you hear that, Nano? Smarty's a hot rally.
But you know, this was official.
He was trying to gather the Avengers.
Yeah. So, but yeah, those are the qualifiers. And now, with this being said, this was Legend competition round 6. They tell me why they just did an update. There's a Legend competition round 7. I think that it's too much. Like they just had a Legend competition that lasted a whole month, 3 weeks, damn near, and you know, to qualify for the World Championship. What's the incentive to do round 7? You know what I'm saying? Sammy, do you feel the incentive to do round 7? I feel like the one Legend competition that mattered was 6. Like at that point, the people who qualified. I feel like doing round 7, like what's the point? I feel like they should have took a break on Legend competition.
So because I did Legend competition 6, which was my first, and as I told Caleb, it will be my last. I get why Legend competition was implemented. It was to like diversify the ranked gameplay, because everyone was just sitting on ranked, the normal ranked, and just racking up points. Yeah, and just racking up points that way, when that's not really the definitive way to show who's the best racer. This Legend competition, however, was the best way to show who's the best definitive racer in the game. However, how they went about qualifying the best players in the game, I thought could have been different, because you already are doing Legend competition. We already know who's the best at the game by playing in this format. Like I said to Caleb, what they could have done was a festival style format and have people casually go in there and game and try to rack up points on a leaderboard based on different, you know, events, whether it's ring gain, whether it's I don't know, air tricks, like different things to show who's the most diversified racer in the game and the top racer in the game. Because it's one thing to rank up on the leaderboard, but you still got to win to get max points. So that's what I was trying to explain to Caleb, was like, if they implemented a system like that, a lot of people would sit on the game longer because there's more variation to the game. It's also chill. Yes, everyone's grinding to be on a leaderboard to be top 24, but at the same time, no one's just sitting there like, damn, I'm getting killed all match. There's a monster truck, there's this, there's that. It's like no one can make builds like that because they also have to know there's events coming up. But I want max points, I gotta build for the event. But because everybody was playing legend competition, everyone went in there with the mindset of being sweaty as possible so they can run over whoever they can to get to the top. And I'm not mad at anybody for playing legend competition. This is what Sega wanted for you guys to qualify. And like I said earlier, shout out to everyone that qualified. But to do it this way and to do it for a month, that's exhausting. So to come out with an update and you know it's supposed to be festival time, which technically it is, you drop Legend Competition 7 when, you know, usually when you do a Legend competition, it's like the week after the festival. Why are we doing it at the same time as the festival?
Yeah, people need a break. People need a break from Legend competition. I think everybody gave it they all in 6. Them doing 7 and then adding Monster Truck Starter just seems like hell for no reason. You're not even getting. It's like imagine getting top 10 and you don't even qualify for no championship. It's just you're just doing it just to, I guess, stress yourself out. I just think the Legend competition basically showed there's no balance.
I think it's a consolation if you get top 10 at this point, Caleb. Now think about it this way: do you think any of these guys that qualified in the top 24 are going to be doing 7 right now? They're all going to be chilling. Everybody else who felt like they had more on the table to prove themselves, like 25 onwards, they might be doing Legend competition 7.
Yeah, but you don't get to go to New York, so that's the difference. So it's not even worth it. They're kind of tone deaf on that. They probably should have took a break. You know, maybe I think the next Legend competition should have been after the World Championship. You know, have your festivals. You know, they got the new content, the Ninja Turtles, the Godzilla maps, and the all of that. You know, they just could have.
I mean, it's summertime. You're right. That. They could have used this whole time from now until the tournament or leading up to the tournament to do months of festivals, like each week a different festival.
Yeah, there's too many Legend competitions. I'll say that. But yeah, I think one thing that stuck out is I think 99 out of 100 of the top 100 were all using the same build. If they didn't nerf some of the previous gadgets, it would have more variety. Both kind of like if you didn't run the quote unquote Expanso build, or the basically the build that Sneaky and Expanso would use in time trial. If you didn't use that build, you basically kind of had a disadvantage. So basically, it forced people to play a play style that maybe they weren't used to in a game where they pride themselves on having hundreds of gadgets to where, there's supposed to be multiple different gadget play styles that can compete on an equal level. But I think what this Legend competition showed is that there's not that much gadget variety.
Don't matter. Yeah.
Viability. And the ones that were viable, they just nerfed them to the ground instead of just allowing them to exist while adding, so that was one thing. I feel like
what was that gadget that we got from day one and that they like disbanded on multiplayer? Was it Warp Ring?
Warp Ring.
We still can't even use that. This game launched last year. It's almost been a year ago. We still can't use this gadget.
And the Warp Ring still is available. They added a new spin dash gadget that we couldn't use in the Legend competition. They nerfed Ultimate 4 level charge. Yep. They nerfed.
At this point, I'm saying increase the gadget slots to 8. That's the only way I could see them giving more viability for builds.
They nerfed the catch-up items like the drill.
Yep.
But then, so it's just a bunch of nonsense. Like, if you have the drill and somehow you get in like 3rd place, it actually slows you down. So it's actually like a debuff having that item in a high position. So there's a lot of stuff that I feel like the game's not in a good state balance-wise, item-wise. I think it's probably in the worst state ever. So, the competition, what you're going to see, I feel like in October when they have the World Championship, is you're going to see a lot of talented players and their races getting messed up and fucked up simply because of item spam. Like, it's not going to be enjoyable to watch. Because, in the Legend competition, there are some people in Discord calls, let's not hit each other and let's pull away. But in the actual world champion where everybody's fighting for their own piece of the pie, you're going to see like even top players getting last place because of item spam. So, but yeah, it's going to be interesting. But I guess basically, last but not least with Sonic Cross Worlds, there is the Ninja Turtles are here this week. So if you want to get the Ninja Turtles, you have that option. My only issue is a Ninja Turtles pack. So I think you have to pay for year 2 or, first my thing is like paying for a year 2 DLC when the game hasn't even been out for a year. I think that's lame. Like the Ninja Turtles and all of that should be a part of year 1 because I spent like extra money, the more expensive version of the deluxe edition for the early access and for
Hold on, wait.
The new...
Are the Ninja Turtles a part of year 1?
I hope maybe
they were. It goes up all the way to Avatar or some shit like that.
Okay, so I'm good. As long as I'm good.
You're
I'm
good.
good.
We don't gotta pay for it. So whoever didn't pay for the deluxe, you gotta go pay for that.
I'm like, if I gotta pay for the Ninja Turtles, I ain't doing that.
Nah, they're part of year 1 because year 1 goes all the way up to 2027 because Avatar drops 2027.
But it looks like they did listen to the feedback, and the Ninja Turtles are voiced. So a lot of people are complaining like they're adding new characters and they don't have any voices, kind of like Speedstorm. But Ninja Turtles, they got voices. So,
but are we surprised because Ninja Turtles is now owned by I think Paramount because Ninja Turtles is Warner Brothers?
Yeah. So
correct me if I'm wrong.
I guess they're able to find new voice actors. But yeah, Angel, I did send the trailer in the chat. I guess we could watch it together, and I guess that can conclude the Crossroads stuff. But yeah, let's check out this Ninja Turtles pack.
The part that you're the only one that's gonna love Monster Truck Season Legend 7, bro.
Yeah, he gonna be using that to sabotage. Dang, can our brother smuggle?
Ken, the crew is good this week. Happy to see you as well.
Halo said he want to smuggle his crack. Okay,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna smuggle that Monster Truck somehow. Get the item where you can't lose items or something. But then again, you won't. I mean, if you're not able to keep up with the pack, it's not gonna matter. That's the thing, because the item spam is so much, you'll probably lose your Monster Truck if you don't use it immediately. Because somebody probably throw a saw or some slime. So that's the thing. You would think that you'd be able to smuggle it to the top, but nah, you're gonna lose it.
Wait, so hold on. Is the Monster Truck automatic or is it plugged into our
automatic?
Yeah, okay.
So it's kind of like a previous Legend competition to where they had like the quick recovery where you didn't have to attach it to an item slot. It was kind of like outside of the item slot that everybody gets. Yeah. So you can basically you can create your own build,
and then it'll be automatic as well.
Yeah, so it's gonna be chaotic.
So do you think they're gonna be testing this to see whether they're gonna get rid of the gadget and have it just automatic for certain builds? I don't know.
Maybe, or maybe if they can flirting with the idea of more slots or something, but I don't know.
Interesting.
But yeah.
How's it going, Katie?
Yo. Wait, why?
I'm ready for this trailer, Angel. My bad.
Bro.
What's good? Smasher was good. Katie?
You do know who Smasher is the party, right?
Yep, that's the party. What'd you say?
You said he ain't pulling up in Legend 7. That's crazy. Even Departed is burnt out. I forgot he was doing it too, because I did see him on the leaderboards for a bit. I did it for 2 days straight. And I was like, nope.
My bad. You ain't able to do Ninja Turtle track? Oh shit.
Yeah, I was looking, obviously one thing about this game is very easy to get hacked. I mean, Angel, I ain't gonna snitch on nobody.
Knew was gonna be in the subways. They listen to us, bro.
Yeah. It's people were getting early access early, you know what I'm saying?
What?
Who? Yeah, before the game first came out and they had like those network tests, people were able to get into network tests early.
Yeah, I remember that. But these characters weren't out back then.
Some people, there's somebody on YouTube posted like the full track.
One. I remember.
The new Ninja Turtle. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they did the whole Ninja Turtle
as well. That's crazy.
But yeah, this track is amazing. It looks.
Because remember that leaker posted the SpongeBob one, and it was an unfinished map. It was like, oh, this ain't real. It's fake. Came out to be real.
Damn, Sega did their thing with that fucking map.
Yeah, I'm loving this map. This is probably my favorite track.
Your favorite track is Arc Raiders.
If they did a collab, that'd be crazy.
Oh, God.
I mean, they could.
So,
Technically, they could.
We got the Ninja Turtles.
You're saying that, but what if they did a Destiny collab? Yeah, so I thought.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah, Ninja Turtles, I will be able to enjoy. I'm glad I got to see. This is why you get sometimes you got to get the year pass and the deluxe edition early, so we got to pay for no DLC later. So if you did get the deluxe edition, you got the Ninja Turtles and Avatar, which both tracks got leaked. Do we want to watch those tracks?
Yeah, might as well. We watched the early leaks for the SpongeBob, which we thought was fake. Might as well continue our trend of watching leak shit. We talk about leak shit for Speedstorm all the time. Might as well look at these leak tracks as well. The party said they got the Avatar leak shit. Well, looked like the party interested too.
Which one was it? Do you know which video it was?
Let me see if I can find it.
So these are the last two in the season pass for year one, right? Ninja Turtles and Avatar. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, this is for the year one. It's just the last. So Angel, hold on. Go to this. Let me see. Go to this.
Wait, Dragon Ball Z?
I'm gonna post the link in the chat, bro. So here's the link with the leaks.
Dragon Ball Z is coming to the game? Or is that real?
No, that's people making shit on.
Oh, okay. That would be crazy.
So yeah,
shit.
The link I sent in the chat, it has both tracks. So yeah, it's actually amazing.
Yeah,
See,
honestly, Mario Kart kind of dropped the ball. Like they had all this time, they put all this money into the newest version, and they didn't really deliver where they needed to deliver for the game to be successful.
Yeah,
it sold Switch 2s, but like, was everyone really caring about playing Mario Kart, or was they playing, Donkey Kong?
All right, here we go. Here's a new track, y'all.
Avatar is the last DLC.
And this is real. This is, they even got classic Sonic on here. Yeah, they need a. I don't know how they get hacked so easily. Their files, bro. They cybersecurity is freaking needs to work.
Yeah, Sega, they gotta work on that, man. Okay, I like that route there. Yeah, that's a shortcut right there.
If they get in hacked on purpose.
You think Sega's
build hype? They could.
They probably.
That could be a thing.
I think some.
Yeah, I do like
that.
100%. That's definitely a tactic
to build hype. Yeah.
Yeah, and they could just blame it on League instead of them just releasing information early to get hype.
And they probably do it to a notable leaker. So it's like, oh yeah, this guy leaked our shit. He hacked us. You guys know who it is. Not some random.
Dude, doing a time trial on this map gonna be crazy, bro. I like the different pathways you can take with the sewers. It seems like there's like two different paths. One takes you to the slime. Now obviously they got to go through the crossworld, but with lap 3, certain other areas of the map open up.
And you said the Avatar track got leaked as well? Oh man.
Yeah, the whole track. And that Avatar, they cooked with that one. That's one of the criticisms I had, is sometimes some of the tracks a little simplistic.
A little static,
when they cooked with Avatar. They cooked with the Ninja Turtles too, but the Avatar one, I'm like, yeah, there we go. Y'all creative juice.
Wait, so does the Avatar even drop before the tournament? I don't think so, right?
No.
Do you think they're gonna have the Avatar track for the tournament though? You think they're gonna drop it early?
Maybe.
Only for the tournament players. Yeah.
Yeah, he got lap 3 going through the tunnel. Is he gonna go right? No, he went left again. I think going right takes you into like the bottom path, which is like you use your boat and you're actually going in through the slime. And then I think both paths converge on that big thing. This is actually from that one Ninja Turtle movie. What was it? With the fly, he had like a deep voice. He sounded like a brother.
Avatar: The Last DLC. That's a nice map. That's a nice map. Okay, let's see. No, let's see this Avatar map.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the thing with Mario Kart. Like, Mario Kart has worlds and different tracks at their disposal, but it can't compare to this game only because you're doing crossovers with different brands. So you can bring different brands into your game, different worlds into your game.
Wait, here we go now. I know Angel's seen it first because of the delay. Yeah, we got the Avatar.
Oh, there's different pathways too.
Yeah,
different elements.
With different elements.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it takes you like a different world stuff. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is the season or the festival. I'm going to be going for the top 10. I'm gonna be sitting on it for a minute.
Damn, you have to be on because them top 10 people, they play all day, every day.
I'm gonna be on. If I had to take a week, I just might.
Air. Oh shit, that's fire. You definitely tell they did their thing, bro.
Yeah.
These last two.
You freaking on the water.
Now I see it. Like at first, I was like, you know, Ninja Turtles, this is looking good, but this one, nah, you're going through the whole world of Avatar too.
And it meshes, yeah, bro, yeah. It's like they took the concept of the warp ring and they turned it up a notch with like the different dimensions.
Yeah.
The elements, yeah, bro.
You choose water, you know you're going into mode. You choose air, you know you're going into plane mode. You choose fire, I don't know how you deal with that, but yeah, I like this. They definitely, I don't know who's on their map design team, but they definitely stepped it up. They must have got a bonus.
Yeah.
This guy's smooth with it though. Now he's gonna go to the water, right? Yeah, it's water.
Only thing they gotta do now is add some more crossworlds.
Yeah,
they can add some more crossworlds on, man.
But they can do that because didn't they say they're going to be adding crossworlds from different Sega franchises that they got?
They kind of cool. Oh.
Remember, they got Jet Set Radio. They got Crazy Taxi. They got the Viking character. I forgot what's his name. They got Shinobi. They got all these different games.
So fire is basically if you can be inside the fire circle, you get a boost.
I
was peeping it. That's a fire ass map, bro. They did fuck. Okay, Sega.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing what you're saying. You're getting a boost.
It's high risk though, because if you touch the fire, you're getting stunned.
If someone bumps you into the side, you're cooked.
Yeah, so try not to go too abreast. Try to go solo.
I like this track. This is probably my favorite.
Yeah, so that's what we got. So the first half of this is Ninja Turtles this week. So new map. We thought
Year 2 DLC would be Godzilla's Escape. Do they got that map already? Departed?
So
they might have the Godzilla track already leaked. But
no,
crazy if it did. No.
Or at least this person or wherever this person got the video from hasn't gotten to it yet.
But it has been confirmed that Godzilla will not be a racer, but an obstacle on the track. Second DLC will be a So who's going to be the racer for Godzilla? That is a interesting bit. That's crazy.
No, who said that? Who said that?
They could shrink him down, but I guess their idea they want to keep him big. You know what I'm saying? Which makes sense. I have no issue with it. No Disney.
Shout out to everybody.
But yeah, Ninja Turtles
viewing our stream right now. We had 16.
Well, the party. Yep. And the World Party. Now that I know that me paying for the deluxe edition allows me access to the Ninja Turtles, I will reinstall Crossworlds and do the festival. And I'm not grinding it. I'll just do it for the.
No, I'm definitely grinding it. I'm gonna be going for top 10.
Damn, yeah. Bro,
I told you. Hold on. Not Ninja Turtles. Avatar. I meant Avatar. Sorry.
I don't think you understand how much it takes. Like those people every day, all day,
Yeah, send me
Get
just
like
talking.
50,000.
I'm gonna link up with Sneaky's brothers, and we're gonna be playing on one account.
Bro, even Sneaky don't get top 10, bro. Like there's world match and rank and competitive top 10, and then there's festival top 10. Festival top 10 are people who are dedicated to grind all day. Like that's just
Yep.
pure time.
All right,
So,
sounds like I'm
like-
gonna be RB driving.
Oh, you still got to get high positions too and grind all day. So good luck. If I get my goal, like with the II Festival and Monkey Ball Festival, I got top 1,000. I was content. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the bronze bomber like Deontay Wilder. You know, I have the same freaking title, just being bronze. but yeah, man, that's all the Sonic Racing Crossword news. So we got
Hey, man, I'm not
the
gonna
World
lie,
Championship.
I'm hyped. Didn't they say they were gonna drop some free stuff too along the way?
Yeah, they
I'm not
are.
mistaken?
Just like Tom
Okay.
the Amigo, we got the Taxi, we got some more characters they'll add.
And that's
But like I
continuing
said, they're
into year
adding
2,
track-
right?
Yeah, continue, and there will be year 2. So if we got the World Championships October 9th, we got Ninja Turtles, we got Avatar coming, we got Samba the Amigo, we got a crazy taxi character. We got a lot of stuff, new tracks. It's just what we don't have is the new Crossworld. So, but obviously there's a lot of good content. What they need to do, though, they redefine the gadgets. They gotta fix the gadgets. The one thing that game is messing up, the gadgets right now, terrible spot. The item spam is the worst it's ever been. They got to buff some of the items and gadgets that they nerfed previously or something, because the item spam is kind of ridiculous. But
Yeah, departed. From
but
what I
yeah.
remember, we can get Turtles for free and we can get Avatar for free, and that's the last bit of the DLC that we get for being deluxe owners. We'd have to buy the season 2 pass separately,
yeah.
right?
But well, yeah. With that being said, what we got next up, man?
I guess we can talk about some bit of the Xbox and Sony news. So I guess we can start off with Xbox. I know Nano brought it to our attention last week just after the podcast, but Microsoft found a way to include ads into gaming.
Is
And
this the future?
before you rage, it's only for when you stream games and only for the free tier of streaming. So for those of you who are benefiting from streaming your games for free on the free tier, you got to play with ads. And how this is going to be implemented is when you launch your game, you got to watch a couple ads while it's loading, which I don't think is bad because it doesn't affect gameplay. And I think another way it's also going to be implemented is when you pause the game, there might be an ad that plays. And then when you exit the stream, exit streaming the game and it shuts down the game, it's going to play another ad. So it's not bad. It's not intrusive, but
Dookie
obviously, if you're going to
So
be on
it's
the
like
free
EA.
tier, at some point, you're going to be like, damn, do I want to wait for these ads or whatever the case is? You might just want to buy the cheapest tier after
This
free.
is how it starts off.
It's
where,
Dookie Juice
only-
because this is how they implement it. They like soft,
they
try to play.
slowly. It's
Yeah.
a soft launch. They slowly, get you normalized the ads.
Yep.
I get it, but this is what was gonna come to gaming regardless. They already do it on mobile gaming, and what makes you think they wasn't
Nah,
gonna bring it to console
you
gaming?
could keep mobile gaming and console gaming
Bro,
and
no,
be
no.
separate.
Look what happened to Mario Kart Tour mobile gaming. That game got shut down. A Nintendo Mario Kart game got shut down because of the mobile BS, bro. Yeah, no. Keep that mobile shit over there.
All I know is obviously if you're on the free tier, this sucks. But hey, man, everything has to come at a cost. So yeah, you get some benefits, but at a price of having to watch a couple of ads, it is what it is. Just don't pause your game for the most part.
So is this the future where people, I can't afford $70 games. Oh, well, we have a free tier, but you have to watch a million ads.
So
and then
the way streaming works on Xbox is you have to own the game. So, you can stream some games off of Game Pass as well. So, in order to be able to stream those games, though, you have to have a tier of Game Pass. So technically, you're paying for Game Pass. But if you get the free tier for free streaming, then you obviously have to watch ads. There's no way around it.
So
That's
basically, if you
that's
have Game Pass,
Microsoft's way to
free tier,
compensate if you're not gonna pay for that, right?
yeah, if you don't pay for the game and you're playing it through Game Pass without the free version, then you basically you're paying by watching ads essentially.
Yep.
Because the ad they're trying to make money, and so advertisers are paying money to put their ads on the game, and that's how Xbox makes money. That's why they do it. So
Yeah, it's only gonna get worse, man.
Yeah, for you free tier users, it's only gonna get worse.
He said only.
No, I'm talking about it's gonna get worse for gaming. Period, bro.
This is just Xbox. What if Sony? What if Sony, Nintendo? Hold on. I see what Nano's saying. Because what if Sony or Nintendo's like, okay, we see it work with Xbox with the free ads. Okay, now Nintendo all of a sudden starts putting ads in their games, and then Sony starts doing it. We know how greedy Sony is. So,
but that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was exactly gonna take it, Caleb. I was like, well, it could get worse if Sony and Nintendo start this bull, because we already know Sony and Nintendo would follow suit and do something like this, but implement it in a way where it's worse.
Yeah, but who would have been the frontliner for it? It would have been Xbox.
Yeah,
but Xbox is usually always the front line to things. They always pretty much first to things.
Xbox is the reason why motherfuckers are paying for online right now, bro.
Yes, I know. The Xbox is also the reason why we have trophies and achievements. Xbox is the reason why we have live party chats. Xbox is the reason why we have multiplayer. Xbox is the reason why we have a lot of stuff in console gaming right now.
Yeah, and guess what?
But
you don't need Steam. PC is all that but better, bro.
I love the fact that on PC you go online without having to pay like a Xbox Gold membership or PlayStation Live membership, bro. That's so lame.
I missed that too.
Because imagine paying $60, $70, $80 for Sonic Racing Crossworlds, and then you log in and you're trying to do a Legend competition, and you can't do the Legend competition. They tell you play PlayStation $9.99 or $10.99 now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you literally have to spend extra money just to enjoy online features. That's lame.
Yep. But Sony's like, give me that money or you're not playing Sonic.
You have to pay for online features from games that you spent damn near $100 on. But the free-to-play games, you don't need the Xbox Live. Like Fortnite, Apex Legends, Disney Speedstorm, you don't need an Xbox Live or PlayStation Live.
Nope.
You know, to play free-to-play games.
Crazy too?
The games you pay for, that's what you got to pay. Like, that's lame.
You know what's crazy too? Some of these games are locked to always online, so if you don't even have the membership either, you cook.
Yeah.
Yep.
But no, what I'm trying to say with this whole ad thing, they're saying it's just for Xbox. The Game Pass. What I could see them end up implementing is all free to play live service games like your Fortnite, your Apexes. Now you got to watch ads on those games.
Well, I think the only way that'll work is unless those companies agree to it for those games. Obviously, Game Pass is a bit different because that's like Microsoft's own thing. But like for a free-to-play game like Fortnite, I'm assuming Epic would be like, yeah, we can agree to ad play before our game launches or when a match is loading up or something like that.
Yeah,
they might have to agree to something like that.
But or maybe they have no choice because they're like, all right, if you want to run your game on our platform, we're going to have to run ads on your free-to-play games. I mean, they really could do that.
Yeah, but they could do that. But then, what if they're like, "Oh, we need a share of that ad revenue that you guys are getting"?
Bro, what if the game implementing the ads slows down the processing of the game being played?
It could do that, but to Caleb's point, is like if a game's big like Epic Games, Fortnite. Epic Games could be like, okay, well, we can take your game off. We can take our game off your platform. We know it's the #1 free-to-play game. You want less people playing on your console? You can go that way too.
Yeah, but then Epic will lose money if they took it off the console.
I don't think so. Epic makes so much money that the platform holder would fold.
Nah, they would never take it off. Fortnite, they would never take Fortnite off of PlayStation or Xbox because they demanded ads. They would just probably ask for their cut and then have ads running on that freaking game.
Yeah, it'd be like a 30% cut. I don't know.
This isn't any guarantee. We're just speaking hypothetically.
Speculating.
It's
yeah.
Float. I could definitely see them soft launching this and then turning it into, okay, now just how like I was just talking about with free to play games, you don't have to pay for a membership, but maybe they're like, all right, well, you don't have to pay for our Xbox Live to play, but you got to run ads. It's
Well, hold on.
a lot of the privileges and stuff that
If you put it that way, Caleb, like let's just say hypothetically, right? If they make a free tier where you can play any game online, you just gotta watch ads. Who wouldn't do that?
Yeah, but I'm talking about there's paid games and there's free to play games. I'm talking about they could literally just switch up the free to play market and just make it to where like any free to play game, you have to watch ads.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm saying suppose they come out with a tier of Xbox Live or whatever, or just online gaming in general, or where you can play if you paid for the game and it has online, or if it's a free to play game and it has online, you don't have to pay for Game Pass.
Yep.
And you could just watch these ads and you can still play the games.
They'll do the YouTube. They'll have a different tier. They'll freaking annoy you with ads, and then they'll sell you a freaking tier where it's like, oh, if you pay, $9.99 a month, you'll get no ads on your free to play game. Just kind of like with YouTube. Oh, you don't want ads on YouTube because they've been really annoying with the ads lately. Get YouTube Premium, and you'll get to watch YouTube with no ads. That's the new business model that a lot of these companies are going to. So this is obviously where I see gaming is going. They're going to make ads in your games. They're going to make it so annoying to where you pay for a subscription to get rid of ads, and then they think they're doing you a favor. See, we're helping you out. We're selling you no ads. Like, why'd you put them in the first place? So, yeah, I don't think this is good. I think they're testing out some of the things. I mean, they've been talking about this stuff since like 2015. Some of these EA and the rest, but now it's almost like they're finally putting it into practice.
I think it'll be worse if it's definitely a company like EA or like 2K doing this, because
I think Nano was
you be playing those sports games and all of a sudden you get an ad on like the halftime show of these sports games. You cook, bro.
Here's what happens. It starts off, just when you start the game and just when you pause. But then, it might get more invasive. It might not. It might be after you complete a level, after you get an achievement, after maybe just a time thing, maybe every 30 minutes. Like right now, they're saying, it's only going to be when you start the game, but in the future, it could get more invasive.
Mm-hmm. So, because if they do it, what's going to happen is if they do it, no matter how they implement it, they're gonna see like money coming from it, right?
Yep.
And then they're gonna be like, damn, how else can we implement it? Can we have ads pop up when you pause the game?
Or when you know that the controller is inactive and you're not putting any button inputs? Oh, they AFK right now, run an ad.
That shit's gonna be dog water, bro. It's not gonna be good, bro.
So no physical games, ads in the middle of your games. Yeah, game is getting cooked. I mean, you got to think about it. Gaming, I believe, is one of the top entertainment industries in the world. I think it used to be.
It is. It's the top one. It's number one.
It is number one. So these companies are trying to find ways they can monetize. Just how like cable, they used to make money through cable. Then once people stopped getting cable, started doing Netflix and streaming services. Now every big company that used to be a cable company now is a streaming service. You know what I'm saying? Because they saw the money in the streaming service. But now they're seeing that gaming is the biggest entertainment industry. Now they're like, oh well, most of the eyes are on gaming. We need to get our product, in gaming. So now that's why all of these advertisers are trying to get into the gaming space, because they know that's, where the most eyes and where the most people are at. And so it's just, it's crazy, the decline of gaming for profit that has been happening. We're kind of seeing it full scale. Yeah, I don't, you want to talk about the immersion, people complaining, we're going to talk about the Odyssey, but people want to complain about, this is ruining my immersion because this is woke. Hey, well, what's going to ruin somebody's immersion? Some fucking ads in the game. Yeah, you trying to escape reality, and reality is freaking, selling itself to you in the middle of your freaking levels. So, wild.
But that's not the only thing that, we can talk about, because even though this is a big thing with ads being I guess intrusive in media, not just gaming. There was an outage. I believe I heard there was an outage on Sony's side a week before, like a week prior to this outage happening. But I think Xbox was down like for the whole weekend because I was trying to play some FIFA, and it was telling me I couldn't get into the EA servers to even play the game. And I was like, I should be able to play this game offline.
They were trying to prove a point, them hackers. I think that they got hacked, and they on purpose they hacked Microsoft to prove the issue with physical and digital games. Because the issue with this outage is that because the system was down, the system couldn't verify the games that you purchased. So any game that you bought, you were not able to play because it couldn't verify your license. So a lot of people talk about the difference between digital and physical media. This is why physical media is such a necessity, and why it's like a big thing. Because if something like this happens to Xbox, to where their system can't verify your purchases, and guess what? You're just locked out of things that you bought.
Well, hold on. That's not even the caveat to this, Caleb. So you're talking about physical being the king of the issue. Like, one of the biggest issues was happening was that the physical games weren't even working either. So people could even play their physical games. And you want to know why? When you put the physical game disc in, it still has to verify online. The same way when you put in a physical disc and it says you got to install the update and download it from online, it's the same system. It verifies, and if you can play the full game on the disc, you can play the full game on the disc, but it has to be an online check first. So when a disc is given to you at purchase and it's like Call of Duty and you still got to download the game anyways, it does the same check, the same verification. Oh, this is the license holder, and we know the game's not on the disc. Install this update, download this update to play this game. So what was happening was, even if it was an offline game that you could play digitally, you still had to do an online verification check for the license. If you had the disc, you still have to do an online verification check for the license. So it was still a lose-lose. It didn't matter if you owned the game digitally and you could play it offline, or if you had the disc physically and you could play it offline. You still couldn't play it.
So
the same issue was happening with Sony as well. Apparently, when you guys had your outage, I don't know if you were affected, Caleb, or Nano was affected, but apparently, if you had a physical disc, you couldn't even play it either.
Yeah. So what do y'all think?
Which is wild. I definitely agree with you, Caleb. I think maybe it was a hacking group trying to prove a point. They shut down Sony one week, and then the next week they shut down Xbox, and it's like, see, guys, this is what's gonna happen if you go digital. This is what happens when you don't have no physical. But the worst thing is that they pointed at Squad.
Yeah, Lizard Squad.
I think the worst thing that they just showed us is that even if you had the physical disc, you're still affected. So it doesn't matter if you're physical or digital. In the end, you still won't be able to play the games if there's an outage.
Like, damn near, do you actually own it if you can't even play it? That's the issue.
We definitely don't own it.
Old console, hey, it don't matter. PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo go down. If I freaking load up the PlayStation 2 and I put my disc in, guess what? I'm gonna be able to play no matter what. But now, even if you buy the physical copy, you get the license. If the company wants to shut you down, make it to where you can't play it no more, they can do that.
It's crazy because it literally told us what was on the outage. So you couldn't play backwards compatible games. You couldn't play 360 games. You couldn't play Xbox One games. You couldn't play Series X console games. So that has me thinking, so if we couldn't play backwards compatible games, especially if you had the physical disc for odd, you couldn't play 360 games, which if you had a 360, sometimes this wouldn't be an issue for you. That was also kind of odd. So really, the only Xbox console that wouldn't be affected is the OG Xbox.
Hey, but according to them, man, they said, they said we'll own nothing and be happy. So I don't know how true that is, but hey, they might be testing that out in real time. But yeah, it was bad enough to where they put out a statement about it, apologizing for the outage and all of that. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, it's honestly crazy work. I honestly don't know what to expect. Well, obviously we know that Sony's going digital, but I honestly don't know what to expect in terms of ownership of your content library. Like, yes, we own said product and we have the library, but you know what this outage just proved is your your whole library is like a paperweight because for whatever reason their servers are down, nothing can be played. Anything you own that's on their platform is useless. It has no value.
And you know, I hate to bring this in there, but like, let's say there's some war in the future, and Sony headquarters, you know, a missile drops, and all of
That's
its servers
crazy,
get
bro.
destroyed. Yeah, just saying, you know, it happens, you know. Yeah, you just kind of locked out.
That's crazy, man. I mean, that's probably the most extreme thing. But let's play devil's advocate. If that does happen, then it's GG's, bro. That's GG.
Yo, in Dubai with the whole, you know, U.S. Iran stuff, you know, it's there was some it was affecting some of the AI companies. You know, they invest so much money in AI and all of this kind of stuff. Where I believe there was like a what do they call that? One of a drone or a missile that ended up dropping somewhere in Dubai on like an AI.
I remember.
So I mean, you know, there's a lot of this stuff. You know, you never know. You never know. So, yeah, it's kind of scary to think that, you know, your purchases might be gone depending on certain things. But yeah,
Is this the Xbox right now? Are we on Xbox outage or is this the Sony tone deaf thing?
Okay, so if you want to go there now, so you know, for whatever reason, Sony don't care about nothing physical. Instead of talking about, you know, we sorry about killing physical games, we're gonna put out a fight stick and then we low-key cancel the game cancel the fight stick indefinitely. Then now they coming out talking about, oh, we releasing a Sony vinyl player. Yep.
Man,
They're releasing a vinyl player, y'all. We're not gonna release physical games, but we're releasing a vinyl player for your physical disc. Crazy, right?
trying to hear all that.
Y'all getting the vinyl player?
Oh my God, fucking vinyl player.
Bro, I could not believe it. I'm like, y'all can talk about literally anything. But you mentioned in physical, but we're not gaming. Physical in terms of vinyl player. Like, damn, bro. Sony just don't care.
Nope.
And you know what? I'm not surprised because if they didn't care about Destiny, then what makes you think they're going to care about anything else? They shut down their most successful live service game of all time without caring. And they said it was revenge was the reason why they're shutting it down. I don't know what they have against their consumers, but apparently they're on revenge mode still because y'all ain't getting no physical games. And they trolling y'all talking about here's a fight stick to fight us. And here's a vinyl player to play those physical games, just not on a PS5. Crazy work. Tony got jokes over there, bro.
Fight, man. Physical games, we need that, bro. Sony need to stop bullshit.
I don't know what it's gonna take for Sony to, you know, walk that back, but right now it doesn't look like Sony wants to walk that back.
It don't. It's a horrible thing. But I mean,
I knew it was funny business over at Sony when they shut down their the Japan studio and they moved the headquarters from Japan to California. That's when I knew things were weird. Yeah.
the greed was good. The capitalism came in.
I'm like, why would Sony move their headquarters out of Japan to the United States? They're a Japanese company. And why would they shut down their Japanese studio? Make that make sense.
They pulled a Doug Bowser. They said, hey, we going greedy. There's American dollars, man. But yeah,
not good, bro. It's not good. But, you know, I mean, all we could do is keep fighting the good fight, man.
this is the new world order, guys. This is the new world order.
On top of that, apparently there's been a patent for a new PS6 controller with no buttons, like a touchscreen.
I saw that. I think that some people might think that's bad. It could be good. Obviously you can adjust. It has like a big pad to where you can adjust where certain buttons are placed. I think that could be good with people with different size hands. Maybe you could add extra buttons. So like maybe you want like a slide button because like sometimes.
But what
you
about
gotta,
but what about the analog sticks? Like it's just one big touch. Like how I don't even know how that works.
I mean, it's kind of like back in the PS1, they didn't always have the analog sticks. It was just the digital buttons, and I think Ape Escape, I believe, was one of the first games that added analog, and it kind of changed the way controllers went moving forward. Maybe with the no buttons and the touch screen, maybe we think it's like bad, but it could maybe it's good. You know what I'm saying? We don't know because
Now,
maybe
how you
it's
feel
more
about
precise. Because here's the thing, controllers, they have stick drift. So every controller, $70 controller you buy, after a while, your thumbsticks will get stick drift. But with a new controller where you just have a touchpad, that would alleviate the whole stick drift stuff. And so like you just move your thumb on the pad.
Yeah, but touchpads also have sensors. So what if the sensor is broken on the touchpad controller? You could.
I mean, anything can get broke, but it's probably harder for you to break a touchpad versus getting stick drift. I mean, you could treat your controller with care for like a long time, and it'll eventually get stick drift. So, I would keep an open. Me personally, I would keep an open mind when it comes to the new controller. Obviously, I'm sure they'll probably have it to where you can, have a controller with buttons, or maybe you can use the PS5 controllers on the PS6. You know what I'm saying? Just how you can use the PS4 controllers on the PS5. So I think having more options available for the consumer is when experience on some things. I'm open to it.
I agree. More options is always.
Oh, so you don't mind this, Nano?
I mean, I wouldn't use it, but I mean, maybe it might appeal to somebody.
I don't know how to use this, especially in a shooting game.
You'd have more accuracy. So like literally, you just move your thumb, and wherever your thumb moves is where your reticle moves or something in a shooter. I could see be more precise. Kind of just how like some games have motion control, like on the Switch. I know they don't have this feature for Xbox or PlayStation, but for the Switch version of Apex, you have the motion control you get from the Joy-Con. You can use that in game, so you can actually have more precise movements just by moving your controller. I think there are some gyro controls on the PlayStation too. Like I know Horizon Forbidden West, I play with gyro control. But I think having touchpad controls, you might have more accuracy than a thumbstick. Kind of like a phone. Like I mean, if they have phone games to where if you have a phone and you want to play a racing game or you want to play a fighting game, they have buttons on your touchscreen. You can use your thumb in order. People play. They have Call of Duty on the phone and stuff, and people literally be shooting and aiming just with the touchscreen. They have like a little Joy-Con button on the touchpad, and then you put your thumb there, and then you can just move it around, and it controls your reticle.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
If it can work for phones, it could work for a controller, and you just have better control because obviously a phone is like a rectangle, but like a controller, it'll fit in your hand, and then in the areas where your thumb needs to be, you just have a touch pad thingy. So it sounds. Here's the thing, and people are very hesitant and hard to open up the change. Sometimes changes can be worse. Sometimes change can be better. I think it's just something that we'll have to, get used to or keep an open mind with, and it actually might be something that's better. I mean, there's probably a reason why they're, probably patenting in it and looking into it because they might have already tested it out and trying it out. So
yeah, could be. Could be. Well, okay, so what's the I think the next topic was that the SDCC? Is that San Diego Comic-Con?
Yes, sir.
What happened at San Diego?
Go through more things.
Big announcements. What you mean?
What
Like
they
what?
announced?
You wasn't locked in?
No.
Okay, so Ghost Rider. Y'all know who's playing Ghost Rider?
No.
Ryan
Oh,
Gosling.
are you talking? Oh, okay. Wait, is this where they announced like the new Black Panther?
Yes, sir. Hey, Nano, you want to take a long walk with me? A really long walk with me?
Pete McGreaves.
Yes, sir. That is
Yeah, I
your new
did
Black
hear about that.
So that's supposed to
Actually-
be T'Challa's son.
Yeah, T'Challa's son.
Yeah.
Gonna do a time skip or do something where like, oh, we went in the future to get Black Panther so he could go back in time and save our world. Like I don't know what they're gonna do because for them to do a 20-year time skip, like that means
The
like a lot
characters
of
are
the
gonna be
current
phased
heroes
out.
will be dead.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Understand.
it would have to be
Or
some
retired.
T'Challa from another universe that is T'Challa's son, and then they bring him in. And but yeah,
But
they
that's
do.
not even the crazy part because a lot of the fan base is kind of split and upset because they're like, no, we want to dance in the Driss. And I'm not okay. It could have went either or. I'd still be happy, but I don't think they need to be
This
upset.
nigga-
I think this is still a good pick.
The nigga that they pick, he's gonna crush it, bro. He's good in everything he's in, bro.
I've only
This
seen
is
him in
just
that one
another
movie,
Danny
so I don't know.
This is not Danny, but this is another Donald Glover, Childish Gambino. How when people are like, "Yo, what if they did a Miles Morales movie?" and people are thinking of actors, they're like, "Oh, Donald Glover," and then everybody now just like sees or wants Donald Glover to play Miles Morales. It's kind of like the same thing happened with the new Black Panthers. People were thinking like, who would be a good casting? Oh, freaking Damson Idris. And now some people in their mind they act like it has to be Damson Idris or bust. And it's just like maybe Damson doesn't want to play the role, or maybe he's not the best for that role. But I saw the choice and I'm all like, I could see this being T'Challa's son, you know.
Yeah.
And
Mhm.
and from what I hear, yeah, he's a good actor in a lot of his other stuff. So I have no
Yeah.
issue with it. You know, he's dark skinned. They didn't lightify. They didn't
Yeah,
give
they
him the
didn't
Green
bring
Lantern
him up.
treatment.
They didn't give him the Jon
still
Stewart
got his-
treatment.
He still got his
I've seen-
Wakandan.
I've seen two
Dark.
things that he's in, and that's all I needed to see.
Like I said, I watched him in The Long Walk. That was a good movie. He played a really good role in that movie. I also seen Damson Idris in Snowfall and other movies like F1. So I knew he was going to be good. Either way, they picked him or Damson Idris. I knew that the character was going to be good because they had two actors that could really act and put on a performance.
I mean,
But
and people,
you know,
people have a lot. People have a lot to worry about in between because the Black Panther 3, they said it's not going to come out until 2028.
2028 or something like that.
It got a lot of time. You know,
And the same with the Ghost Rider movie. Those two are coming around the same time. I think they're trying to do a
they're gonna have-
Marvel Midnight Suns type of deal because they're bringing out Ghost Rider. The only problem is, guess what? There's no Blade, so don't know how they're gonna pull that off.
They got to come up with them. But I mean, they're coming out with the Doom movie later this year. There's probably going to be Secret Wars at some point. There's going to be like a lot of Marvel movies. So maybe like in 2028, by the time Black Panther 3 comes out, something in the timeline is going to happen to where it makes sense. You know, hopefully Shuri doesn't die. But apparently they say in the Doom movie there's going to be a lot of hero deaths. So I don't know what's going to happen with Shuri. Well, you can't kill off Shuri. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Hey,
I
we
don't
gonna
think
see
they're gonna
what.
kill her off. She's just gonna be retired.
Yeah, because you know the Black Panther's
Gonna be
more
his
for like
old auntie.
the title. You know, you can pass it down, or if somebody challenges you. It's like an alpha. You know, like how in the wild, alphas challenge each other to be the leader of the pack. That's kind of what the Black Panther is. Like if you you have to challenge the Black Panther for the title, and whoever wins is the new Black Panther. So, yeah, I can see it happening. I'm excited, but I'm just glad there's gonna be another Black Panther movie. Hopefully this one, as Dr. Umar says, doesn't have the Wakandans getting beat up by underwater Mexicans.
Mhm.
But
There's also
Namor,
talks of like the X-Men reboot happening, but that's like I want to say after or around the Black Panther and Ghost Rider movies.
Speaking of X-Men, they did Marvel Rivals did release an Age of Ultron trailer. So basically, they're going to be incorporating the Age of Ultron within the game. and so it's actually looks good. But let me see. But while I bring that up,
Okay, so I guess, damn. I mean, the next thing is the Odyssey, bro.
Odyssey review. Yep.
all right, hold on, here we go. I'm about to send the Age of
Yeah,
Ultron.
Caleb, do what you gonna do before we talk about the Odyssey, bro.
We got a lot of good shit to talk about. Rubbing my hands like Birdman as we speak.
Angel, I just sent you the link in the CrashOut chat, so you can play that. I guess we could check it out together. But yeah, there's new Age of Ultron event. Speaking of Marvel and all the timeline, you know, the Path to Doom, the next event up until that. But yeah, I was playing Marvel Token. It's like Marvel Rivals. Obviously, they have T'Challa, but in the Marvel Token fighting game, they had Shuri as Black Panther. So it seems like, you know, Marvel with some of their newer content or updating, you know, who Black Panther is. So I can see them. I can see people being open minded to a new change. Just how there's different Green Lanterns and different Black Panthers. I know, you know, or like different people who played the Joker. I know some people love their Heath Ledgers, and you know, there's different ones.
Avengers, assemble.
Widow style.
All right. What I hope from this event is eventually maybe this leads into Quicksilver becoming a playable character. Well, you got horror.
Are you a fan of Quicksilver?
Yeah.
And
I think the
any
concept,
speedster, man.
yeah, having a speedster and a hero shooter, man. I mean, you haven't really seen that yet, so this would be the first time.
He's
And
probably
maybe
gonna be a
that-
support character though. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, it fits with his character because I mean, if you really think about what Quicksilver did in the movies, most of what he did was saving people, like rescuing them from exploding buildings, from bullets, getting them out the way. That seems like a support / strategist type of role, and and that would make it to where you could have him having his speed and be broken without it breaking the game. Where it's like you don't want to have a DPS that's like so fast and too fast and nobody can catch him and it's too oppressive. But if you have it to where the speed is used to save people, I think that's healthier for the game. But yeah, that's the Age of Ultron, Path to Doomsday, which I think from what y'all saw, some of the characters are like hyped up a little bit, like you can like even better in this mode than they are in the game. Like the Hulk, it looks like he's bigger and it looks like he can attack faster. There's like hordes of like Ultron bots. Like I think it's gonna be fun. Actually, it comes out tomorrow. But what y'all think, man?
So do you
know,
get
man.
like new awards for it, or
Yeah, you get new awards, so you get tokens and shards. You get stickers. You get kind of like I know like the Blood Hunt event where you got like Kingpin charms and you got like different awards for that. There will be different awards for this new mode too.
okay? And you said it comes out tomorrow.
Yes. So we got a new Speedstorm season, and then we got a new Age of Ultron event. You know, you got some they got some Spider-Man skins. So like the Spider-Man movie, Brand New Day, there'll be some Spider-Man skins. They got Professor Hulk. They'll have the Avengers or Age of Ultron Wanda skin. And I think she talks about, you know, her brother and stuff, so which her brother's Quicksilver, so hey, this might be first step into getting Quicksilver.
Okay. Well, hey, man, looks pretty dope, man. It's been a while since I've been on Marvel Rivals, but it seems like everybody that's playing it is having fun. So I guess that's a good sign.
Yeah, Marvel's been cooking. DC with some we got Marvel Rivals. Like look at all the Marvel games, right? We got Marvel Rivals, we got Marvel Token fighting game, we have Wolverine, we have Spider-Man, You have Midnight Suns. You got potentially a Blade game coming out. You know, whether that gets released or not. DC, where you at? What do we have for DC? DC Online, a game that came out in 2013.
You know
Like,
what?
bro, DC.
DC is known to have good games, so I'm surprised DC ain't put out a good game in a while. And you know what? I blame Warner Brothers. And now that they're being sold over to Paramount, we're not going to see a DC game for a while because right now that deal's up on the rocks right now, being held hostage by California. So, you know, whatever has been announced previously prior to this, you know, acquisition, that's probably the last bit of DC games we're going to see for a while. So look out for Injustice 3, but apart from that, I don't know.
Some fighting mobile game, some 2D mobile fighting game. Like, come on, man.
Yep.
They but yeah, I want Marvel to cook. So when DC finally does get into their game mode to make some money, maybe they want to do their Marvel Rivals copy or whatever copy, and they can be like, all right, we have this to build on and improve on. So, like I said, if Quicksilver comes to Marvel Rivals, that means if DC ever makes a game, the Flash will be in that bit. But yeah, that concludes that, man. But I guess what next up we got.
Shout out to
Odyssey.
Katie. I guess she's been playing Marvel Rivals lately.
Okay, you've been playing Marvel Rivals. Let's go. Who's your main? You've been playing support. Like, what character you been playing? Or what mode you been playing?
I guess we can get into.
Man, she's probably don't even know what the hell y'all talking about. Who said that? Like, what's a support?
She's seen some stuff. I remember on TikTok I uploaded a Marvel Rivals clip. I think she liked it. We got Blade, we got Emma Frost.
We get into Odysseus.
Get into that Agamemnon.
What is Odysseus? So what is this, man? The Odyssey or what's
So
going on?
you got to know why y'all here. Y'all see
Sammy.
y'all saw the man Aura farming before you clicked. What's up, Nano?
Man, son,
You said Squirrel Girl. Oh shit.
Girl Girl's my main, man. That's my
Hey,
main.
Nano play, hey, hey.
Yeah, man. But
I was typing in the game.
and you can't tell me that Agamemnon isn't like the firest name you ever heard.
I'm not gonna lie. When I heard he was the king and he was running shit, I was like, that does sound right.
Man.
But you know what? That name Memnon reminds me of the guy that was in Scorpion King, the Rock's movie. And he was running shit. He was the king in that movie too. So I was like, damn, Memnon must be a strong name or something. Everybody got Memnon in their name.
Yeah, it must be, man. But for those of y'all who don't know, the Odyssey is a movie that just recently came out and is made by the legendary Christopher Nolan. And we all know what kind of legendary movie.
Nolan made? He made Inception.
The Dark Knight trilogy. He made Tenet. Shit, I could pull this up right now.
I actually like Tenet too.
I did too. It was good.
Kind of underrated.
And guess who was also in that one? Robert Pattinson is. He was also in you know this movie, The Odyssey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. And
so he made Oppenheimer, The Odyssey, The Dark Knight trilogy, Interstellar, Inception,
The Dark Knight,
Tenet, Dunkirk, Memento, The Prestige. Like he's made so many movies. Insomnia,
his track record is legendary.
Yeah, he's probably the best filmmaker.
That nigga damn near don't miss.
Most of his movies are masterpiece. If not all of them.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, exactly.
When the black hole into the fifth dimension, I was like, oh.
I don't think he's ever missed.
Dark Knight was the Dark Knight. Dude, they could. That's one of the top 10 movies of all time. The Dark Knight, like that movie was amazing. Dude,
and that's just showing you like what he's capable of. So,
and you know what? Too, guess what? He also helped produce Man of Steel, and guess what? That's why it was still better than Superman 2025.
Here we go.
You know, so Christopher Nolan had a hand in that. You already know that's why that's the best Superman movie we got since.
Man, that's why they had the okay. Man of Steel was good. I thought you were talking about the Justice League. I'm like, they had to do a re-release for that movie. But
I mean, Josh Whedon made Justice League. Zack Snyder had to put out his Justice League. He's like, man, I gave you everything, and you made your own Justice League. That's why I had to come back to the drawing board.
But obviously, you know, so the Odyssey's made by good directors, so you know the movie's a good spectacle. It's good. It's gonna be a good movie. But yes, there's a lot of controversy, right?
Yep.
Yes,
So we want to talk about the movie first or the controversy? I think we should talk about the movie first before the controversy because it leads up into the next segment.
Movie?
Yeah, we
Okay.
saw the movie.
Yeah, I saw it. I saw it.
So, yeah, it's a good review. What do y'all think of the movie, man?
Out of
So
10?
what-
That
has
movie
this movie
was
been made
fucking
before?
fire. Well, it's originally made from a book, I think.
Yeah, it's from Homer.
Is it Troy?
So it's like
Was
I think it's like a
Troy-
trilogy of books. Troy
Yeah,
is part of
wasn't-
them.
Yeah, isn't Troy like related or like similar?
Yeah,
Troy-
Troy and the Odyssey are related. I believe it's a
Because I did watch Troy as well.
group of 3 books. I watched Troy as well. Growing up as a kid, I watched it a handful of times actually. I think it's the Iliad of. Hold on. Yeah, so Odyssey is volume 2. Because I'm looking this up right now. So the Iliad is the first one. The Odyssey is the second one. Is what? So is Troy the third one? No, Troy got to be the first volume then. Whoever's
I don't
well versed in
remember.
Homer's stories, you can let us know.
But
All right, so
I do.
it's related to that in Greek mythology, right? Because I know there's
Yeah.
Zeus.
It's related to the Greek mythos, yes.
Yep.
All right,
But
so how's
yes.
the movie? Action, plot, music?
The movie. Wait, so
Are we doing
Caleb, do
spoiler
you
free or are we doing
know-
spoilers?
I haven't watched the
mean,
movie.
do
Are
you
you gonna
plan on
watch it?
watching the movie?
Eventually, yeah. But
Okay,
it's
we'll
not.
do
I'm not
spoiler
gonna
free
go.
then. We'll do spoiler free.
Do you know like the story of Odysseus?
No, only thing I know is something about a Trojan horse. You know, they give a gift, and then there's like soldiers inside. You know, and then they come out and attack. Like, I don't really know no Odysseus stuff. So that's, you know, and I heard something about there's like a war, fought for Helen of Troy, or I don't know, something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too much, but you know, it's one of those movies, and yeah, you know, there's Percy Jackson. There's different Greek movies. You know, I
Yeah.
don't have no issue with it.
Yeah, man. Well, okay. So, if I'm going to be honest, I knew this movie was coming out, but I'm not gonna lie. I did not care about this movie whatsoever. I wasn't following this movie or nothing. And then I was on YouTube one day. It just so happened to be the before the weekend the Odyssey was coming out, and I watched Chris Stuckman and Jeremy John's review on it, and they said this shit was peak, bro.
Yep. I
And
saw
if
Jeremy
both of them
John's
were
review it too.
Bro, when Jeremy Johns rated it an awesome-tacular, I was like, oh, I gotta see
Yep.
this
You gotta
movie.
go see that shit.
Yep. Because whenever
It's been
he
a while
rates
since he
something
does that.
awesome-tacular,
It's good.
it's, yep. So I was like, damn, I gotta go watch it. So me, my brother, and one of my homies, we went to the IMAX theater at the mall. And I'm not gonna lie, that shit was packed, bro. Like all of the IMAX showings were packed, man. Everybody.
Bro, you
was trying to
telling
watch
me
this shit.
that's the reason why I couldn't go see it in IMAX. Because literally when we was picking out seats for 4 of us to go, literally there's only 3 seats left in the IMAX viewing for 11 p.m. Mind you, the latest showing 11 p.m. And motherfucker was packed. Everything was packed. There was only 3 seats left, and they were all in the front, and they were scattered. And we're like, nah, I guess we're not watching it today. And I was like, you know what? We can watch it at 10:30. Just won't be in IMAX. We'll do Ultra AVX. Second best thing. And
Yeah.
it was good.
But you know what? You know the reason why it's like difficult to watch the movie in IMAX is because
Yes,
they're
because it
trying
was
to
shot in IMAX.
sell it. Yeah, they're trying to sell it in IMAX. They want you to see
Yeah.
it in IMAX.
But that's also because Christopher Nolan shot the whole thing in IMAX, like the entire
Yeah.
movie, start to finish. So he, like, if you want to see the best way, is the way he like recorded the whole thing. So
Mhm.
if he shot it on IMAX on a 70 millimeter camera lens, like that's the only way you're gonna watch it at its like best, because he filmed it the entirety of the movie on IMAX 70 millimeters. So you get a bigger picture, you get to see bigger scenes, you get to see his vision of the movie, not something that was like kind of cut down for a theatrical release, if that makes sense. You're still getting the
Okay.
same scenes, but just visually it's a bit different.
Okay, so
Yep.
the movie, it was good. Okay, so what made it so great? The story, the action, like what made it good? So
Bro,
great.
everything, bro.
Everything, even down to the music. And there wasn't even no
Yep.
Hans Zimmer attached to it.
Yeah, and I fuck with Hans Zimmer.
Yeah, that's the GOAT right there. And normally when Christopher Nolan's doing a movie, Hans Zimmer's always attached to it.
All right,
Mhm.
what do you guys think of the
So-
casting?
I feel like that's
Honestly,
a
I
part of
didn't
the
care about the
controversy,
casting.
man.
But that is a part of
Um,
controversy, yeah.
So
All right, before we do that, you want to give a rating out of 1 to 10, Nano?
okay, so for me, I gave the movie a 9 out of 10.
I agree. I give it a 9 out of 10 as well.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I would say
give a 9
in between an 8.5 and a 9 out of 10. But
Nobody
I've been
likes
leaning
giving
more and more
10.
to a 9 out of 10.
because 10 is perfect.
No, believe it or not, Caleb, a lot of people are giving it like a perfect score.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm talking about you guys. So obviously you took a point off from it being perfection. What would you guys say stopped you from giving it a 10? Like what do you think it could have improved on, or something that could have been better that you
Well, first of all, let's talk about the shit
That's
that was
tough.
fire, man.
All right,
So,
let's talk about that.
So I think like the acting in this movie, phenomenal, bro. From Odysseus, from Tom Holland, he played really good. The queen, I'm not gonna lie, she a ride or die, bro. But she played that perfectly.
Anne Hathaway.
Yep. The guys that intruded the kingdom, you know, they definitely acted like some bitch made niggas, but that they played their role. So them being antagonists,
Y'all some
it
niggas.
made sense. So, you know, the
Nano, you
acting-
ever just been excommunicated from the Disney Speedstorm Partner Program?
hey, listen. Hey, it is what it is, man. This movie was good. And
It
so
was.
you know how a lot of movies like kind of thrive on CGI. Christopher Nolan,
All practical.
yeah, he
Yeah, all
wanted
practical
to
effects for this
do
movie.
all practical effects.
No CG.
So
Crazy.
yeah, so pretty much Caleb, the Odyssey, I can't remember what the actual story is about, like verbatim, but I just
Oh, I could know.
know. Oh, go ahead.
So, what do you want me to do? Like the gist of the story? Like,
Yeah, the gist.
okay,
Yeah,
so
just
pretty much this story is the continuation of Troy. So, have you watched Troy, Caleb?
Bits and pieces. You
Okay,
know,
so
not
pretty much there was the Trojan War, and Agamemnon is like, I'm recruiting everybody from Greece to come fight in this war that's on my side. And Odysseus, he's the king of Ithaca, so he's under the banner of Agamemnon, so he had to go out there and fight. And essentially they had to draw straws. Like, kids were getting drafted into this war essentially, and even if you were from Ithaca, you still had to go and fight. you know, his wife was telling him, no, we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't have to go to war. We should just run off together into the sunset. He's like, nah, I can't do that to the people. They rely on me. If they do that, they'll have to face Agamemnon's wrath. So he's like, I'm going to do my duties as the king and lead my people. So the kids that get drafted and the other men that get drafted alongside him, they go to Agamemnon's war for Troy. And essentially, when they go, I'm not going to spoil anything, but when they go, let's just say they're stuck there for some odd years. And pretty much the journey of the Odyssey is Odysseus finding his way home.
Mm-hmm.
And along the way, some BS happens, people taking advantage of, you know, his wife's hospitality, you know, his son getting treated like, you know, he's fodder. A lot of stuff going on, the usual, you know, the man ain't at the house, so everybody gets taken advantage of.
Should we watch Troy before watching this movie?
You don't need to, but if you watch Troy, you kind of get a better idea of what happens or what had happened because you kind of know the story. It's like a prequel, but you don't need to watch it because it's almost like a standalone movie.
Yeah,
you don't see Odysseus in Troy.
I watched Troy, but I'm not gonna lie, I forgot a lot of shit that happens in that movie since it was so long ago. But man, Caleb, when I tell you, when Odysseus was trying to make it home with his men, bruh, I'm not gonna lie, they're running into some bullshit on the way, bruh. And let's just say,
hold on, were they running into BS or was his men causing the BS for the most part? Like, let's be real, let's keep it a stack,
bro. Odysseus was getting his niggas chopped and screwed.
Hold on.
Technically,
was it Odysseus or was it his men just being stupid? And every time he had an obstacle, they was trying to tell him, "You need to cut these boys off because they no good."
So I think it's half and half, bruh. I think they all take blame during different parts. But yeah, Caleb, they're journeying, trying to get home, and let's just say every time them boys make a stop to an island or something, it backfires, bro, and they end up running back to the ship with minus niggas, bro. That's
Caleb, let me just say this. Imagine you and your boys from the hood, and y'all got to go through the suburbs to go to your event, and then you got to cross back through the suburbs to get back home. And there's mad police that night. Think about it that way.
And let's just say the police are on super steroids, bro.
Yep. They just itching for something that happened.
Yep.
Yeah, again,
you
trying to get away. Hey,
I guess
when you're young, you try to break the speed limit, you drive fast because you just enjoying life. But as you get older, you're trying to avoid the cops getting pulled over. Hey, I'll drive the speed limit now. I ain't trying to get pulled over. Hell no. So no,
we pulled you over, son.
And you do see like mythical beasts and whatnot in this movie.
Like centaurs, one eyes. Or like Cyclops.
We ain't gonna say too much, but just know there's some mythical creatures in this movie. They don't play.
The only thing I know, there is like some one of them creatures with one eye, Cyclops. So that's the only thing I know. But
okay. So you know about one of them, the Cyclops. Yeah, like
Cyclops from X-Men. Optic blast.
But yeah, man, it's when they run into certain shit, Caleb.
It's like the whole world is going to end, bro.
Yeah, and Christopher Nolan, he does a great job at making you feel like they're fucked, bro.
Yep. Every time they in a hole, you feel it yourself. You're like, damn, I'm stuck with y'all too.
Yeah.
It's like a DC something up. We got to get out of here.
Yeah, bro. When shit hit the fan, you like, fuck. We gotta get back to the ship. Bro, tell me why I was in the theater. There's a girl right next to me, right? Still a white
You
girl,
got that
bro.
banana real quick.
She's holding her mouth the whole movie in awe, bro, with everything that's
crazy.
happening. Like the movie was good, bro. It was good, man.
Bro, I was kissing my teeth the
y'all
entire
fuck
time. I was
with
like,
it, man.
cause I'm just like, bro, how you guys gonna let yourselves get caught up like this, man?
Hey, man. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They was dealing with some tough obstacles, bro. So
That's so interesting that you guys, you know, it sounds like the movie's lit from you. I'm getting a whole different perspective of what this movie is compared to what I've seen on the internet. Because
you know what, too? Before we get into that, I just wanted to say the entire time I was watching the movie, I couldn't help but shake a vibe I was feeling about Odysseus' character, and it felt like when I was watching the Odyssey, I was watching Moses.
mhm.
That's literally what I felt like, because it felt like Moses leading, the people through Egypt, and he was leading his people to salvation. It felt like Odysseus was doing the same for his crew, his men,
Yep.
just to get home. I was just like, I'm seeing a lot of parallels between the two people, and I'm just like, man, they oddly feel similar.
Yep. Yeah, I highly recommend it. Caleb, like the beginning is really good. Once you're like on the journey of them going home, it starts to ramp up, and it's very intense. And then the last act was like, and it was fire,
Chest
bro.
kiss, bro. Cherry on top.
The way the movie like ended or concluded, it was very nice.
Yep. I definitely think this is gonna be the best movie this year released, to be honest.
Yeah,
It took a lot of people by surprise as well.
Yeah, I think so far this is probably the best like complete movie. So, I guess Caleb, take that for what you will.
Mm-hmm.
But
Now,
aside all that, I
if you
guess
want
we
to get
can
into the
it.
controversy,
Yeah.
All right, so
This is what
it's
y'all here for, the
crazy.
crash out.
Here's the contrast, because what I've seen, the only thing I've heard from the movie, it's like I'm getting a whole completely different outlook on this movie because I haven't seen it. But all I've seen is people doing like a still shot of Lupita Nyong'o, one of the actresses that plays Helen, I think. And then they're like,
Yeah.
oh,
she actually plays two characters. She actually plays two characters in the movie.
Yeah.
It's like they compare her to like a white actress who might have played Helen in another movie, and it's like, oh, which one are you going to war for? So I think there's a lot of people saying this is woke slop because the Greeks weren't black, or they're all white and they got a black woman playing a Greek person. So there's been that controversy. There's been Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, owner, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, talking about he's going to give $600 million to Mel Gibson to remake the movie to make it more historically accurate or something like that.
He don't want to do that, bro.
Didn't Elon Musk just lose some money? He needs to worry about his financials.
And that stuff, somebody who's not seen about it, was the movie bad? Talking about if it was a good movie, why does it need to be remade? But apparently it needs to be remade because people don't like the identity politics of it. They don't like because they feel like it's woke in different ways. So one way is because Lupita Nyong'o, a black, woman, is playing, some characters within a Greek film.
Not to mention she played it fine. She did a great job, but niggas is
but because she's black, they got an issue. Then there's Elliot Page, formerly known as Ellen Page, which Ellen Page, I think she was in Juno. Ellen Page, I always thought Ellen Page was attractive, but they shitting on the movie because apparently Elliot Page is in the movie, and so they're like, oh, they got a trans person in here. This is woke. So I don't know, how Elliot Page did in the movie, but Elliot Page was
good. Like, all the actors were good.
It was star-studded. It was an A-list. It was an A-list movie, A-list roster, and everyone was a star in their role. That's the
Mhm.
best way to put it.
Hey, you know the crazy thing is, Caleb, there were a lot of actors that people were criticizing the movie prior to it releasing. They criticized a lot of the cast, but a lot of the like star-studded cast barely had screen time in the movie.
Yep.
The movie damn near
probably
like
only
3
had
hours
5
long.
minutes of screen time.
Yep.
Lapita only probably had like 5 minutes of screen time. If you count the 2 roles she played. Agamemnon, who everyone was raging about his armor not being accurate, barely had any screen time. He was probably in like 3 or 4
They
scenes.
did all of this controversy and screaming and crying about it being woke, and these people like had 5 minutes of screen time.
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Yes. The only person who had screen
crazy.
time was Matt Damon and Tom Holland, bro. They were the only two, and probably Anne Hathaway for a bit too. But
The crazy
three,
thing is, the people they don't like the people, but like okay, Zendaya,
Bro,
Tom
even
Holland,
Zendaya barely had screen time.
Travis, everyone's talking about Travis Scott.
Luongo,
You only see Travis Scott in 2 scenes.
Yes.
3
you
scenes
know,
at
Elliot
most.
Page. All of these people have always been good actors, so it's just like if you just don't like them because they're a woman, because they're black, because they're trans, doesn't take away from their ability. It just seems like you're just getting caught up on stuff that's not relevant.
Bro, people just want to complain, bro. Like,
thing is-
the movie is fucking goated, bro.
So if Mel
the thing
Gibson
is-
remakes the movie, you know, like Elon Musk wants, you think it'd be as good?
I don't know.
Probably
Because
not.
you need to start. You still need the cast to pull through the story. Like Mel Gibson, don't get me wrong, he's a great director, but he still has to pull a miracle of his cast being able to, fulfill the roles that are provided to them.
Mm-hmm.
Elon Musk probably said Mel Gibson because, you know, if Mel Gibson does in the movie, it's going to be an all-white cast. I mean, look at the Passion of the Christ. I mean, the contrast between, like, the Passion of the Christ and the Prince of Egypt, like, yeah, I can see why Elon Musk wants Mel Gibson. But I think that wasn't just Mel Gibson. He also suggested that maybe that he would remake the Odyssey using Grok. the AI generator.
Grok ain't even there yet,
Twitter.
so we'll see.
Yeah, Grok. First of all, yeah,
Grok not
is
even in the
supposed
top
to be
5 of AI
AI.
right now. It's sitting at like
And
top 50.
talking about remaking the movie using Grok, you know, it's probably definitely not going to be as good as
Hell nah.
you know the actual Odyssey. We choose practical effects. So yeah, let's shit on the movie.
That's why you gonna give him a $600 million budget, because he needs to use CG.
Yeah, for a movie that is 100% AI generated by Grok, like, is that what people really want? As much as people complain about AI,
Y'all talking about
y'all
AI
would rather,
at that point.
yo, they hate the quote unquote wokeness so much that they gonna watch a 3-hour long AI generated movie opposed to having a movie with some black actors or
Honestly,
trans, like
the
come
way
on,
I
man.
see it, if you are shitting on this movie and you don't want to watch it because of your preconceived notions, then you're just fucking yourself out of a great experience.
Yeah, I think that's a lot going on, man. People are missing out on good games, good movies, good shows because you
Good
know
content,
some random
period.
anti-woke YouTuber that they listen to on X, you know, it's shitting on the movie because it's a woman and she's ugly. Oh, it's a black person. Oh, this is.
I'm glad you brought that up, Caleb, because the way I see it is there's a lot of grifters out there, and they realized this whole woke nonsense trend is that they can make money off of people that don't think for themselves. And you're just allowing them to make money off of you. You're an echo chamber that allows them to get views, that allows them to make money off of your views, and you giving them pretty much, a digital footprint by allowing them to produce more of this nonsense. Oh, there's freaking black people in medieval times. No shit. We were here from day one. Everybody came from Africa. You know what happened for you to get a lighter pigmentation? You were the mutation.
I think, and I think the issue with the whole Greek stuff is the definition of what is white has changed over time because a lot of people who are considered white now were not considered white. I don't know, 500 years ago. Like the Italians at one point weren't white. the freaking, yeah, I guess you could say the Greek, the Spanish. At one point, these people were not considered white. It's just that it's just a new label that America came up because America has, it's very racialized history, and and categorizing certain people. It's like, oh, the Irish weren't white, the Italians weren't white until what, the early 1900s when they wanted to, bring some more immigrants to the States. So I don't know, this whole controversy of, this is a Greek movie, so why do you have non-white people
honestly, I don't even see that as a
playing in
real
the
issue
movie?
because this is mythology. This ain't even nonfiction.
That
This
is
is fiction.
exactly. This is a
You know what I
movie with
mean?
Zeus impregnating women, and there's freaking, what I know, Cyclops in the movies and stuff.
Exactly.
So it's like the fact that people act like, oh, it has to be historically accurate. I don't know where in history
No, it
Zeus
doesn't. In
and
history, we never
there's
even
like,
had this shit happen.
yeah, like there's
Yes,
mythical
there's
monsters.
certain things that did happen in history revolving this story, but most of this story is fiction, bro. It ain't real.
Yeah, so the fact
It's
that
one
people
thing if
act
you want to
like,
be comic book accurate because the character looks this way and is portrayed this way, I get it. It's another thing if you're talking about mythology and there's freaking humanoid people with heads of dogs. Shout out to Anubis. That person wasn't walking around thousands of years ago. Let's be real. Keep it a stack.
yeah, for some of these people, they never even
They're just saying
described.
things that's gonna make them money. And I get it. You fell into this little trap and now you can't escape. You have to be negative and critique everything the same way in order to upkeep and sell what you've been selling. The only way to keep making money. Because if all of a sudden you say, oh, this movie looks fire, I'm gonna go check it out, your audience, you're gonna lose them. You're not gonna make money no more. You're gonna lose
It
faith in
reminds
you.
me of the halftime show of how Bad Bunny and people are like, oh, I'm not watching Bad Bunny. He's Puerto Rican. He speaks
Yeah, there was the
Spanish.
most
And
watched
then
Super Bowl.
we gotta have a Kid Rock halftime show, and that's kind of what I'm feeling from this the Odyssey movie. Oh, this movie has minorities in it. We need to make our own version of the Odyssey. It's just like, instead of enjoying the good halftime show, instead of enjoying the good movie, it's like, oh, we need to, remake it or make a different version, or not support it because of some identity politics.
It's crazy
It's kind of
because
ridiculous.
they be pushing the identity politics for so long. For so long, people been telling them, Egyptians aren't white. And then it
Yeah,
took them to realize, yo, shoot, we've been told the wrong things. You know what? The Egyptians weren't white, guys. We were wrong.
The anti-woke people have no issue with a white person playing Pharaoh or Cleopatra.
Yep.
But then the moment that, God forbid, a black person play a Greek, character, and all of a sudden all hell is, broken loose. It's kind of the inconsistency. So white people can play, The Last Samurai or Pharaoh, but if a black person like Lupita Nyong'o plays Helen of Troy, it's the end of the world for some people. Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
The funniest thing was a story I heard from Neil deGrasse Tyson a while back. Is like when they finally figured out, who was related to the Neanderthals. That group of people started moving differently. They found out African Americans or people from the African diaspora had no link or DNA related to Neanderthals. Guess what? The Europeans started moving differently. Before they were saying, Neanderthals weren't intelligent, they weren't smart, all of this, they were primitive.
The Flintstones,
all of a sudden, oh my gosh, look at how the Neanderthals were painting in the caves. That's actually pretty intelligent. All of a sudden, they changed their tune to fit a narrative. Why? Because they shared ancestry with the Neanderthal. So it's the same people that are pushing these narratives and spewing bad things, and they're trying to tear down goodwill from a director like Christopher Nolan. And guess what? It didn't work. In 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, in 12 days, this movie made over 700 million. The budget for this movie was 300 million. He's already made his money back. And this movie's trending to make $1 billion. So what are you gonna say? Y'all said, well, this movie was gonna be bad. No one's gonna watch it. Guess what? People are watching it. Now that people are watching, what are you gonna say now? This movie ain't gonna make money? Guess what? This movie is making money. What? The movie's bad? It's a bad movie, but it made money. Make it make sense. You guys are moving the goalposts.
It's a good product. How many anti-woke? Oh, we're gonna boycott. Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, y'all not even making sense no more. Y'all not even making sense.
It's a small, loud minority of people who are making all this noise. But then you find out most people don't care about all of that goofiness and they just want to see a good movie and that that entertains them and not
From what I noticed, I realized that most of these grifters remind me of like the dudes who can't really speak to girls. That's what they remind me. They remind me of that group of guys.
Yeah,
couldn't. They were socially awkward. They couldn't fit in. They couldn't get with the girls. They couldn't hang with the cool people.
So
they were just
the only way they feel worth is by their identity. Like, even though I'm a loser in life, I'm winning because the group that I'm a part of is, the dominant group so that's the only thing I hold pride.
These are the same. I hold these people together with the gooners, the mans who are paying for the OnlyFans. All of these guys are in the same boat together.
Yeah, I will say though, there are some people who are, getting laid and they still got identity politic, anti-wokeness. So, but I get what you're saying. But, I know it's easy to just act like all of these people are incel, but some of these people are just hateful, whether they getting pussy or not. But, there definitely is a, what do they call it? A stereotype that, sometimes can apply.
The Odyssey will be winning some awards.
Yep, it will.
But Caleb,
Nolan's gonna sweep.
He might.
He might play Expedition.
Caleb, you gotta watch it, bro. If you can, I'd highly recommend watching it in IMAX. But even if you can't get to an IMAX, yeah, like. You just gotta watch the movie, bro.
I watch it at Cinemark. What they call it? They have like the big screen. I forgot what they call it. The Cinemark XD. So I watch it on the XD screen, which is kind of like their version. But
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's a great movie. Don't let the commentary of the few loud minorities ruin something that could be great for you. Because these are the same people that'll make you miss out on a good game, miss out on a good album, miss out on a good show, miss out on a good movie, just to fill their pockets. And then you don't even know, secretly behind closed doors, they watching it, they enjoying this content.
Hey, Caleb, it's like
you watch this follower, bro.
If you watch this movie, you're gonna be like, "What the hell was these niggas talking about?"
Kind of like
what was they smoking? Their king, the critical drinker, even said that this movie is actually pretty good. That should tell you something.
This is why I don't what's it called? Care about reviews anymore. I'm at the point where I'm like, I just want to experience for myself and then come up with my opinion after. I don't need to go to somebody else for their opinion for me to decide whether or not I want to see something, because you realize the reason why they do or don't want to watch the movies on some BS. Once you start realizing that, you realize, forget their opinion. Let me just, have an open mind and see what's up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Be a leader out there, guys. Don't be followers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, y'all
wants a follower.
Movie. I might have to check it out. So,
definitely, man. 100%.
So, I guess, lastly, what do y'all think about people like Elon Musk who have so much to say about it?
I don't give a fuck, bro.
Does anyone really care?
Yeah, I don't care what
what the hell
say about the movie.
This man's been on one for a minute. I don't even think he's really up there anymore.
Yeah, Elon Musk's not even the spokesperson for movies, bro. Bro, if you want to watch the
movie stars' wives, like,
At the end of the day, why am I going to listen to someone that was over there begging to be on an island? The fuck?
Dang, he was mad because he wasn't invited to the Epstein guy.
Come on, bro. See what I'm talking about? These are the same people that can't get it. See what I'm talking about, bro?
Sucking up to Trump, anyways.
This is the same shit I'm talking about. These are the people that can't get it, that are struggling to get it. Please, 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 let me get to your island, please. How many bands do I gotta spend? Please, bro.
Yeah.
These are the people you guys are
2026, y'all.
following. Be a leader, y'all, not a follower.
2026.
Yeah, man. Like watch
You got goofies with money.
watch the movie, man. Watch the movie. Do not miss out on the Odyssey. Like anybody listening, if you could get to a movie theater and watch this movie,
Watch it.
do it before it gets out of theater because watching it in theater is a amazing experience.
Yes, sir. Hey, man. I'll just say this. Has the CrashOut panel ever led you astray? I don't think so. So now is not the time to not heed our counsel. Go out there, open your wallet, and receive your blessing.
I would say one thing with people who watch anime, they tend to have a higher standard when it comes to entertainment because I think anime pushes the bar. So whenever something impresses an anime watcher that's live action or a movie, usually it's like, all right, they doing something. Because, some people, they're impressed by, like, basic ass
Man,
shit.
Caleb,
Like,
let's not act like that because, Solo Leveling came out and everybody and their mama was trying to give it hate just because it was beating out their favorite anime. Like,
I feel like
let's keep it a buck. Some of these people, I'm not gonna lie, some of these people in the anime community, they frauds, bro. They frauds.
yeah, there's some of the casual, but I feel like the real ones, like I've watched
Even the real ones.
all-
They say they'll be talking about, if the anime don't got no story, it's trash. Just because
No,
Solo
I'm
Leveling
talking
isn't
about-
the strongest point in its story, but it's the strongest point in action, period, doesn't mean this shit's not a banger.
I'm talking about like anime watchers who view material that's not anime. I think there's a higher threshold of enjoyment because you've seen things that are so great that just mediocre stuff doesn't really impress you. So if you are impressed by something that's not anime, that means usually it's something that's pushing the limits actually good. Cause like
I mean,
for
it
me,
could
I've seen,
correlate,
like,
yeah.
it's like some superhero movies don't really hit for me because I'll watch Naruto or Solo Leveling or One Punch Man or One Piece, and the action in that anime is so over the top and good that some little rinky-dink superhero that has one good scene doesn't impress me. So when I do see a movie and it does have good action, a good story, then I'm like, all right, like this is actually good because I have a higher threshold. So as an anime watcher, anime watchers, if y'all like the Odyssey and it holds up, then that means it's probably something good. So, yeah, that's.
But
what
I
we
don't think
come
it just
from,
has to generally be about anime watch. I just think it's just us having a higher threshold because we consume great content even at a young age. Because remember, we come from a generation where shit was good all the time. We had the best cartoons growing up. We had the best video games growing up. We had the best music growing up. We had the best everything in the entertainment industry. Nowadays, Gen Z stuck with this shit. Like, this is Gen Z's best movie of their generation. Think about it.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of stuff too. I think anime kills. Here's the thing: a lot of movies, to keep it a buck with you, a lot of action movies specifically, they take a lot of inspiration from anime. Like they take
Nowadays, yeah.
certain.
Because that is the trend.
that's
That is what's trending in Hollywood right now. That's why you're getting so many animes that are getting live actions from Hollywood. Because now they want a piece of the pie. Before they couldn't they couldn't give two fucks about anime, but now because it's making money, now we got to get in.
That's where I'm coming from. Like having some fighting scene in like a live action movie where people are just throwing a two piece and a hook and they changing the camera angle every frequent punch. That doesn't entertain people no more because the we've seen better. Now obviously it's hard to translate. Sometimes it's hard to translate the action and anime to like the live screen, but
yeah, at that point you're using special effects. You're using CGI because like to mimic that or to emulate that in real life, it's damn near impossible.
Yeah, but so yeah, it's. I feel like when there's a movie that does live action and it's able to incorporate action and stuff good that get you hooked in, that's usually, it's a talent in itself, especially with all that stuff out there. But yeah, I'll have to check it out. But is that
That's everything.
Angel, man, we haven't heard from you in an hour, man. Where you at?
Power World. The only thing that's
I'm
left
here.
is
I'm
like,
here.
okay. The only thing left really is these game trailers.
I
None of them are
just-
really that long.
Y'all was talking about things that I didn't really have no input because I ain't watched the movie.
He didn't watch the
That,
movie, yeah.
So, like, I wasn't gonna be worth anything.
Listen, if you
Did
can't,
you
bro.
see any of the controversy at least? Did you hear any controversy or see any? I know you ain't seen the movie, but did you see any of the controversy or no?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think you can only really get into the controversy unless like you've seen the trailer, because it's hard to miss. It's in the comments. For recommended videos next after that, it's probably going to be the grifters. So it's hard to miss the controversy if you've seen the trailer. If you haven't seen the trailer or heard anything about it, you're not going to know. You're on the outside.
Honestly, I think it's like if you don't even know that there's controversy and you just go to watch the movie, that's probably like the best.
Yeah.
Bro.
All that controversy is just noise, bro.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people are chronicling online, but people who don't be chronicling online, sometimes they miss the BS and they just like, hey, I saw this trailer, it looked good, I went and saw the movie and I enjoyed it. So
So apart from that, there's some good. It was a good watch. Good movie.
The trailers now.
Yeah, got some few trailers here. I guess the first one we should start off with is the Amazon stuff, because I found that pretty interesting. So Amazon Luna, now apparently you'll be able to play games on Amazon Prime Video. How you guys feel about that?
I don't know how to feel about that. I mean, I guess it's another option.
I know Netflix has been teasing that you can play games on Netflix. So
it's just another. It's not free. It's just another way for them to either price increase their subscriptions to say like, oh, we're providing more value and more things, so that's why we're charging more, or it's just a way to get you to pay for this subscription because if there's like a game that's only on that service, then now it's like, oh, well, I gotta pay for Netflix or I gotta pay for Amazon Prime because that's the only service that has this game that I want to play. So that's where I really see it going. So now instead of it just being games being exclusive to consoles, you'll have some games that are exclusive to streaming services. And this is, it is a thing because I think there was like a Sonic game that you can only play on Apple. And it actually got some good reviews, like a 3D Sonic game, but you can only play it if you have Apple, like an Apple TV or something like that. So I just see this as another way for them to get money from you to buy their streaming, buy their subscription service.
oh yeah, Angel, the links are in the group chat if you're wondering. You just have to scroll up just above the Sonic and Marvel Rival stuff.
Well, I guess it could be a cheap option because imagine there being a fun game, and instead of having to pay $70, all you got to do is pay for Amazon subscription. And you get to play, beat the game, and then hey, you got the experience of a fun game for what? A subscription cost and stuff.
I wonder if this is going to be you're going to be able to link your game library to this and be able to play the games that are available on their service for free. Otherwise, are you buying back the same games you probably already own? Because we already seen that already with Google Stadia, and look where that got them.
Netflix gaming. Well, the way Netflix be canceling their shows, I don't know about gaming. How many games they go cancel? Oh, this game didn't get enough plays or downloads. We got to discontinue the story.
I'm guessing,
Hey, Angel, you still there?
I'm guessing I'm trying to find all these damn trailers.
They're in the group chat.
Well, yeah, I know, but I'm trying to see where they start.
Well, he's saying, okay, so
Oh, the
he's saying
Amazon
the
one.
Amazon one. He wants to do that one first.
The Amazon one. Which one is that?
Yeah, it's the one before. It's the one above. What is it called? Meet the Brutals, the Relics, First Guardian, or I guess it's the one after Soulframe.
The one where?
The one just underneath Soulframe.
Oh, it's all the way down here. God damn. Okay. Gotta write all these.
I can show you guys. I am captain of Misfits. Okay, paper clip. Yo, good luck on your match, man. Good luck on your match. Yours, what? You're the one at 4 p.m. today. Definitely good luck. Let's see.
So Prime Video having games now.
Yep. Another subscription service.
Yeah, it's
For
just
gaming.
another way for you to get on their subscription. So I think the issue with competing games on subscription services, because imagine having like Xbox Live, you got to pay for, PlayStation Plus, you got to pay for, Game Pass, you got to pay for. And now it's like, oh, and now I got to pay for Amazon subscription to play this game. Now I got to pay for Netflix. Imagine having to pay like 5 different subscriptions just to play certain games.
But not even that, Caleb. Like, I think the bigger picture is now these subscription services already got how many people in them? Like the other day we was looking at it, we was talking about how Netflix has over 100 million people on their platform. Disney got like another piece of the pie. Amazon got another piece of the pie. These people already have more users than PlayStation and Xbox. So who's to say, like, think about it this way, who's to say this becomes a new way you console game?
They can reach more people for sure.
Exactly.
It could get to a point where you have AAA developers, pushing games
Developing
on
games for their exactly.
Maybe they make more money because there's more people playing the game.
So I'm wondering if the reason why Game Pass exists, Phil Spencer all the way back then in like 2017, seen that at some point they was gonna have to compete with Amazon and Netflix. That's why Game Pass came out. Because if he already knew some shit like that was gonna happen, then he has some major foresight. Because he did say, I remember back then that one of his competitors was Amazon, and I thought, Amazon, they're getting into gaming, and they did get into gaming, but the way that they've been trying to implement gaming recently has kind of opened my eyes, because like they're doing the whole Game Pass thing, but they already had their subscription service with Prime Video.
Okay.
Well, I can see them selling a controller, like just how PlayStation has controller, Xbox. They have a remote, a Netflix remote. That's like a controller. You can use it to like play games within Netflix, and then also you can control the screen and the pointer. I could see them doing something like that.
Actually look kind of decent.
Yeah, it looked like Doom and Helldivers.
It does.
But I don't know. I haven't had Netflix in a while because I just be pirating everything. So I don't know what they really got on their platform, to be honest.
Yo, this
Caleb
shit
on the high seas. Okay.
Got a little bit of like bullet hell type shit going on.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, hey, we are in the future, so
I knew you was gonna say that shit.
Just how some of the like ball projectiles were looking. Shit. Coming to Steam. Okay. Looks interesting.
It does.
I guess the next one was having a trading card game.
Yes, sir. Y'all gonna get your decks right? I'm about to have the whole Uchiha clan in my deck.
I am not investing in Naruto.
The one card I'm gonna be looking for is Shisui, my favorite Uchiha.
Yo, this shit, yo, I can't make this shit up, bro. That's nasty. That's nasty.
Naruto trading.
Yes, sir. I might have to do a tournament. I don't normally do these kind of things, but I just might.
The cards themselves do look cool.
Yep. I can't wait to see the holographic ones. Oh my god, bro. Those are gonna be cold.
I think if you're like a huge Naruto enthusiast, I could see them trying to go out of their way and collect all of these.
If it's a Shidori card, I could see it being like a holographic. If it's like a Rasengan, I could see it being holographic.
Shout out to Naruto, man.
Yes, sir.
Game.
What you think, Angel? What you think, Caleb?
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I think they might be cooking with something.
Sound like Angel was a bit excited too. So
It's alright. It's alright.
Mimic. Game is this? Is this mimic game like a horror? Or is it asymmetrical?
I'm not too sure.
It's like DVD.
It could be.
It looked like somebody's like some type of mimic enemy, and I guess everybody else got to try to figure out who that is.
Yeah.
See, man, all these games going on Steam, bro.
But you know, these games usually come to console anyways.
But yeah, I mean, we don't know when though.
They don't usually take too long. Sometimes a year.
That look pretty interesting. Oh, they got some crazy taxi stuff.
Yep. I know Caleb's gonna be excited about this. Yeah, we already know this character's coming to Sonic Racing Crossroads too, from Crazy Taxi. It's not gonna be BD Joe.
Visuals actually look kind of fire.
They do. They're doing a good job. I'll give it to Sega. They're doing a good job with these remakes.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna see Steph Curry.
Shit, we might.
You might see Draymond Green punch somebody out here.
Look, is the guy they're adding to Crossworlds.
Yep.
Oh, Sega, man.
Yeah, Sega's in a bag right now.
Crazy Taxi fans.
Wait, are we getting a Crazy Taxi track to Crossroads? Because that'd be kind of crazy with the traffic and all that.
Nah, because they want to charge you for new tracks.
For the closed network test, that's gonna be interesting. I might just do it.
Strangers in Paradise. This shit definitely.
Yep. Y'all ready for Tupac?
We were actually turned off by that Tupac thing.
Man, I wasn't.
I was turned off, but I like. Some people say they weren't going to support the game anymore because of that.
I mean, then don't support the game. Don't play it. I'll play it for you.
Actually looks fire though.
Like, these guys went out of their way to go to the Tupac estate to include him into the game. I don't know for what purpose, but clearly they was fucking with him. So if they wanted him in this game, I'm definitely gonna be playing the game. It's not like they approached them and say, "Oh, put Tupac in the game." And you know what? Maybe this is a step of the way to get, you know, Def Jam back in the gaming industry. They see Tupac and Snoop Dogg in this game. They're like, yo, let's get these guys in a game again. We get these rappers fighting against each other again.
It's coming back into it.
Nano, you sound like Mr. Roboto right now. It's not, man. You sound like an android. You sound like AI slop.
Better now.
Say something. Nah. Gameloft already censoring Nano. That's crazy. Not really. Okay, a bit better now. You gonna be playing for this in the summer event, Nano?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it starts today. Or yesterday it started, I think. I can't remember.
It started today.
A lot of events starting yesterday and today.
It's August 18th.
Yep, so Tuesday it started then. I'm waiting for the 2v8 week.
Yeah. It's actually fun.
I think each week you can get some rewards and cosmetics, so I might hop on this week as well.
Miss Hunters. Is this the game that you were excited about?
Which game? Miss Fall Hunter? Oh yeah, it launched.
Yeah.
It's in Game Pass as well, so you already know I'm going to be playing it.
Oh, it's in Game Pass?
Yeah, from what I heard.
Bitch.
Yep, Miss Ball Hunter's in Game Pass. It dropped yesterday.
Nice.
Yep, so I might have to get into it.
As the strings of fate tremble, guild hunters awaken once more. Gilden mist gathers, guild blood pulses, calling forth the fearless.
I'm gonna get this game, but I am gonna keep my eye open and see what people are saying about it.
In the hunt for hallowed riches, the greatest threat may not be monsters. The fallen forfeit all. The law is simple, yet merciless.
Yeah.
Back. Just have to use the bathroom real quick. What do y'all think about this? You guys gonna play it? Yeah, Miss Paul.
I was saying, I was saying, I probably won't play it, but I will be looking out to see what people are saying about it.
I'll give you my review.
It looks interesting though. It's just so much shit coming out. I gotta like pick and choose.
Extraction RPG is different. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's true.
I know Angel's excited about this one. Ooh. Angel, how you feel? You got goosebumps yet?
Huh?
Yeah, just click on that one right there. Evercold. Click on that. Because that's the next one anyways. A few more trailers after this, and that'll be all.
So this is like a new expansion.
Yeah.
14.
Not gonna lie, this makes me want to get the game.
I'm telling you, the music in this game is fucking top tier.
It's fire music.
And the storyline is amazing too.
Yes. All right, I'm ready. Tell me about the promised land.
Man, I wish I could play Final Fantasy 11 though. Wasn't that another online game?
That was the first MMO.
They should bring that one back. This man said no.
I ain't fuck with that one.
That's probably why they shut it down. Damn.
14 to me is a lot better.
Yeah, 14 is probably a little more.
The story is different. Like the character's different, the world's different from 11 and 14.
Yeah.
Okay. But damn, how can you play a Final Fantasy game out of order like that?
Because they're not.
Because they're not like.
I know they're not connected, but I'm just saying, like, I'm the type of person that I'll play every game in the series. So for me not to be able to play 11, man, I'm gonna be pissed.
I mean, it's an MMO.
Yeah, but still. What year did that game come out? 11.
Fuck that, I don't know.
I have to play like the private server or something. Whoa, I never seen nothing. Yeah, these Final Fantasy games look amazing, Katie. I just never played one yet. I think my first one's gonna be 10.
10 is an
Actually, that's a
amazing
lie.
game.
I played Dissidia, so that's my first Final Fantasy game.
10 is better, bro.
Oh my god, these cities look beautiful though. Oh my god.
Huh?
These fucking cities in this game look beautiful.
Tell me why I thought you said these cities look.
I heard that too.
That's crazy.
I heard these cities look beautiful. I'm like Angel on one right now. It's CrashOut after dark.
That's crazy. These graphics are official.
Just I'm finding out that Final Fantasy X is like the most sold Final Fantasy
Of all time? I'm not surprised.
Final Fantasy X is golden.
Final Fantasy X is the best one in the series. People want to say 7, but let's be honest, it's 10. It's double digits.
Well, I think to be fair, 10 it was the first one on PS2 graphics, I believe.
Yep.
But I mean, all these games are getting remade. So what's what's the excuse now?
I would love a Final Fantasy X remake.
If they do that, that's gonna do numbers.
The land below became a frozen waste. But everything changed when they arrived.
The Traveler.
Man, they went in on this DLC.
They always do.
Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 does their expansions pretty good.
They gotta make some Final Fantasy movies again, because it's crazy how they've only made like 3 movies or something like that. I'd watch them.
They do.
Oh. Fun fact, this expansion, the Raid series, is in collaboration with Final Fantasy VII.
Wait, what?
The Raid series of this expansion is in collaboration with Final Fantasy VII. What do you mean how?
You just said the games don't connect at all. So how are they gonna bring Final Fantasy VII into this one?
I mean, because MMOs, they're different.
Yeah. Man,
they're breaking their own rules.
Fantasy 14 takes from like a whole bunch of different games with this series.
Yeah, like I mean, they did a collaboration with Final Fantasy XI for the Raid series for this expansion, and that's how.
They did in a collaboration with Monster Hunter.
Yeah, they did a collaboration with Fall Guys. They did a collaboration with a lot of people. Dragon Ball Z, like there's a flying Nimbus mount which you can get.
That's crazy. Caleb, this is for you. This one's for you, Caleb, if you're still here.
What the fuck is this? Monster Battle?
Beastling.
I'm back. Yeah, I had to do something real quick.
This is for you, and he was like, "What? Beastlink?" All right,
Oh, a giant monster. A giant baboon.
Godzilla King of Monsters.
Beast.
I remember these games just like back in the 360 era, the giant monster games.
Now, I remember the first trailer we watched, Caleb was like, "Yeah, this is the type of game I play."
When I first saw this game, I reminded me.
Kaiju versus Kaiju.
Soul Frame.
I like the look of the Soul Flame game.
This is from the makers of Warframe, right?
Is it?
I would not. I'm asking.
I don't know. What if it was? I wouldn't be surprised. They kind of got similar names.
That's why I asked, because the names are similar.
In tainted clay, 3 virtues known, not all recast. For us, and doom, and death. Our last. Find me, Fawn, or I'll find you.
They got a parry system.
The pre-alpha. Is this a live service game?
Huh?
Because I mean, why would it be an alpha
Could be, though.
stage? Is that live service?
I mean, a lot of games are in alpha as well.
I don't know. It kind of looks like it would be like an MMO style type of game, but I could be wrong.
I can look it up.
Me too.
It is an MMO.
It is.
Yes.
I told you, I know my shit, man. I know my shit. That's why
It's gonna launch, and it'll be launching for consoles as well.
That's all I need is another fucking MMO to play.
Yeah. This is the last trailer, y'all. The Relic. I believe this game just came out recently too, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Okay, I must not be looking at this right because I can't find that a specific trailer. There it is. There it is.
I know loves his dark games.
Yet the curse that bloomed upon his course has only grown clearer. Oh, still forth.
There's 80 bosses, bro. That's crazy. What's going on, Cookie? India's most expensive movie, Ramayana. What? Ramayana just dropped this trailer on YouTube. Go watch it ASAP once. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to check it out after the podcast. We can't really show movie trailers anymore. We'll get copyrighted. Hans Zimmer did the music. Okay. $500 million budget. This shit flops, man. It's over. These fights look heat, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, they have some stuff that look pretty dope. I'll keep my eyes on this.
Taylor, what you thinking, man? You the action hero here. Parry system. Ooh, that parry system looks like
I like parry systems because it's all about timing and reaction.
Yep. Yo, Nano, I'm not gonna lie. The hammer that put down the hammer like 2 times reminded me of those children in that cave that you told me to fight that one time on stream.
I will say, if the whole knights,
expedition.
the whole knights and castles and all of that, it kind of gets redundant.
This game is called the Relic Hunter, something like that.
Yeah,
There's a lack of creativity.
me, the Brutals, the Relic, first Guardian.
The game looked decent. It looked good, but I mean, just like 50
The Relic
games
First
that-
Guardian.
just like that, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks interesting. I see what people are saying about it, but like right now, like any games that's coming out now and the end of the year, I gotta be extremely picky because
Yeah, we gotta be.
That's a
stingy and
skip.
picky with
That's
our
a
games now.
that's a PlayStation Plus for free game that I pick up or something like. To be honest, the games I'm getting this year: Grand Theft Auto 6, Star Wars Galactic Racer.
No copyright, you think?
What?
Oh, someone wants to watch. Someone wants us to watch a trailer that just came out for a movie. It's like a $500 million budget.
Oh, yeah.
What movie?
Where is it? Ramayana?
We on 3 hours. Every episode, Sammy said, "Man, it's gonna be a short episode."
All right, yo, I thought this shit was gonna be short. Shit. Sammy said, going to be short.
Hey, it was longer than expected. It is what it is. Oh shit! This got 3.7 million views in 6 hours. Damn. Are we able to see this, Angel, without getting copyrighted?
I have no idea.
I got no clue. I'm just watching it on my phone.
Yeah, we might have to watch this off stream then. Sorry about that, but appreciate you for stopping by. I think you're new. I haven't seen you in the chat before. I don't want to butcher your name. Well, you here? I'm thinking that's how you say your name.
Well, you here?
Appreciate you for stopping by and giving us the plug, because I never knew about this movie till you mentioned it, and I'm definitely gonna check out the trailer after we wrap up here.
I mean, there's got to be ways we could watch trailers. I mean, I see reaction channels react to different trailers all the time.
That's what I'm saying. I literally looked up the name for the movie and I saw some people reacting to it.
What is it? The official teaser trailer?
Yeah. Ramayana trailer.
Yo, Jessica,
World of
why you
Ramayana
in the VC?
and T-series. Is that the no? It's the one with the 3 million something views.
There's 4.7 million, right?
Oh, that's 4.7. I guess we can watch that one. Is that the one, the brand new one, or
it's just an official teaser trailer 3 months ago?
I guess they're talking about the newest one that just came out, because that one has 3.7 million in 6 hours.
Oh, this one. Use headphones for a better experience.
Y'all got headphones? I got headphones.
I mean, yeah, I don't have a headset, but it's dying. We got it. So this has gotta be it. My shit is literally but to die. I won't be able to hear nobody.
All right, this is the last thing we watch, y'all.
I've been watching it on my phone. It's not.
What do you think about it so far?
That looks pretty interesting.
500 million?
Visually, it looks good.
Is it worth 500 million?
I don't. I can say that I can see why it has kind of a lot of views.
It's kind of, yeah, it's kind of crazy so far. Damn. A little bit of World of Warcraft. I'm getting vibes of. Kind of.
Hey, this look good though.
Yeah. Might have to watch this low key.
What's this? Indian?
Yeah, Indian movie.
Like I said, look how this
People
looks.
just put us on.
Bollywood type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like imagine like a game centered around like this type of things instead of the same old knights in armor.
No, I mean there are some Indian or some
Dark
Asian
Souls.
games coming out like this, or not like this essentially, but like Indian themed, Sri Lankan themed that are coming out and or are already out just now. Like what Son of Panjai or something like that just came out recently or is coming out soon. Like they got some games, not that many, but they got a few coming out.
उस वचन का क्या जो आपने मुझे विवाह के समय दिया था। अब हमारा भाग्य एक है और भाग्य में जो भी लिखा है मुझे स्वीकार है।
जनस्थान की राजकुमारी सूर्पनखा
वो मोहित हो गई है आप पे।
I mean, shoot, if it really gets to a point where they talk about some copyright, you could put like a filter over it.
Yeah, I suppose.
Transparent, like 50% transparent.
500 million though, like I don't know.
Look at the special effects.
No, I get it's worth probably 500 million, but I don't think they needed to go that hard on the CG though.
That's the thing. What do you mean they don't need to go that hard? I mean, it looks like quality. The CG.
I'm not saying
amazing.
it's not quality, but I'm just saying I don't think they needed to put so much into CG. Is what I'm saying.
They also need to pay the actors, but I don't think there's anything wrong with CG. I think people who shit on CG, I mean, like whether you want to do practical or CG, there's just different options and choices. Some people act like CG is bad. Like there's good CG and there's bad CG. Like Avatar 2.
It depends on how you I think
Avatar,
the thing
Way of
is,
Water had some good.
in this movie, it kind of looked like you could tell it was very CG. It still looks good.
We was just speaking about Hans Zimmer. So the reason why Hans Zimmer wasn't doing the Odyssey is doing this.
Filmed for IMAX. Oh, interesting.
That's probably why the budget's so much.
Yeah,
They probably paid
yeah.
Hans Zimmer's $100 million.
I mean, you gotta pay the director, you gotta pay the actors, you have to pay the CGI animators. Like,
Diwali 2026. Okay, I feel like I'm terrible for saying this, but I don't know when Diwali is. But I'm assuming that's in the fall.
Bollywood has one of the biggest. It's almost as big as Hollywood. I mean, there's
Yeah,
making
I know
movies.
that.
A $500 million movie that will appeal to a country that has over 1 billion people as well as the global audience. Hell yeah, dude. Why wouldn't you make that?
You already know this is gonna make $1 billion easy just because of that market alone. It's a story of Lord Ram. This is part 1. How many parts are there? Will you hear or while you hear? Is it going to be like a 3-part thing? Is it a 2-part thing? Let us know. You seem to be well versed. I don't want to assume anything. I'm not gonna say you're Indian, but maybe that is your heritage. So if you can like give us some insight, that'd be cool.
Yeah, but why does every parry game and every freaking Dark Soul like game have to be like freaking knights and
That's just the style right now, man.
Yeah, nah, they could definitely use some of those mechanics and do
Will be for reincarnation. Gonna be a third game.
November 8 releasing. So it releases November. So I was right, the fall.
Yeah.
And it's a 2-part thing. Okay. I might check it out, honestly.
There's been a lot of them. Nezza 2 was another movie, Asian movie that, sold billions. So
This might be something I'll check out. Hopefully I see some more trailers leading up to the release of this movie so it can remind me about this movie. Not to say I'm gonna forget about this or it's forgettable. It's just there's so much that goes on I could forget a trailer here and there. Sony Pictures distributing worldwide 40 languages. Okay. Hey, shout out to, Bollywood and India for being able to get this out there, because I know not too many stories really come out of Bollywood to really touch or grace Hollywood. So this is really nice to see. I know, Korean movies have been the trend lately, but now it seems like we're getting a big budget Indian movie. So that's nice. That's nice. Hopefully there's more to come. I know there was another movie called Children of Blood and Bone with Damson Idris. That's supposed to be coming out this year as well. So we can watch that outside of the podcast, or we can show that next podcast episode. I don't know. Hopefully don't get copyright, but yeah, man. Some quality movies still left coming out this year. I'll say that, along with games. But with all that said, I believe that is the end of the pod, unless there's something else that we got to see or discuss. Thank you, Katie. Have a good night to yourself. Appreciate everybody who is stopping by. There was a lot of you throughout the entire pod that has been, keeping up with us. We appreciate y'all for sticking it out with us. I know we've been starting a bit later as per usual, but you guys never cease to fail me with the support you guys give us. So honestly, you guys are awesome.
Yeah, man. So appreciate everybody who stopped by. It means a lot. Y'all can do anything with y'all time. Y'all choose to chill with us, man. So it means a lot. I guess I'm just gonna start from my finishing statement, and it ain't even come that crazy. But the Odyssey, if you haven't watched it in theaters, go watch it in theaters, man. Do yourself a favor. Guess I'll leave it to you, Mr. Sammy.
Yeah, what he said. That's my closing statement. Go watch the Odyssey if you haven't. You know, be a leader, not a follower. It's a great movie. Don't kid yourself. Caleb? Mr. Black Flash? You still there?
Yep.
All right, I guess Angel can wrap it up for us. I don't know what happened to Caleb.
Damn.
Going to McDonald's, man.
McDonald's again?
Drive through right now.
Can I get a number 9 large, a number 45, a 32, no pickles, an extra large drink, and some extra fries? Thank you.
Yeah, ain't sure. I guess that means it's on you. Caleb say he got us next week.
Oh, you met Nolan in India? Damn, bro. He's a humble person. Well, congratulations, man. That must have been a great day for you.
The Poppy of Speedstorm. Well, it was a great podcast, everybody. I hope you all had enjoyed yourselves. You know, we thought it was gonna be a short one, but shit, this ended up being longer than the other ones that had more shit in it. It's crazy,
right?
That's interesting. Well, that's probably because we did an hour of Speedstorm, because all the news, not even just divisions, but then the fucking season and all that.
It was the updates. And
it shouldn't be like that next week, since you know we won't have no more patch notes to go over, so it shouldn't be as bad. But y'all have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday. My closing statements, you know, I'll be live this weekend against Wolf again. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm on Pale World all day, so I mean, there's that. Oh,
you been streaming that?
Oh shit, I haven't streamed it, man. I haven't streamed since last weekend. So
wait, would Power be able to be nominated for Game of the Year? Because technically, when it released, it was in early access. I don't think a game can win a Game of the Year in early access. How's that going, Nano?
Yeah, I don't know how that goes. I mean, they make their own rules anyway, so it's no point even trying to predict that. But if you guys like the podcast, like, subscribe, hit the bell, get notified whenever we go live, and we'll see you guys next Wednesday, same time. You have a great rest of your weekend, and we don't see you. And until next week, y'all, much love, y'all. Have a great Wednesday, y'all. Let's get it. Welcome to the CrashOut.
Stream cut shot, but the vibes there. Clips can't catch it the same way. Si tú sabes, you know all good. Next one stream, that's how you understood. That feeling. That's timing. But me miss and four, still is. Miss one night, you feel this shit for me miss. Yeah, you have to be there for this.
And great episode again.